Good morning, everybody. What's going on? What's happening? It's been 48 hours again. The way I disappear every now and then should be studied or should be not repeated because that's not the way streamers should do. But anyway, I didn't just go absent because I'm trying to just go absent or to just be mysterious. I'm I'm cooking up something for you guys. Okay, we're gonna be back to streaming IRLs very soon. Everything is almost set. It's left for me to try it out now. I've been streaming from home lately. For everybody that followed me and followed my channel because of the Moscow Russia content, don't go anywhere. I didn't forget you guys. I've just been trying to experiment. I'm gonna continue my streams at home and also control my IRLs that you guys haven't seen in a long time. So be ready for some interesting content from that aspect as well. It's been an interesting journey streaming only at home, and I've gotten more comfortable every single day. And I'm very grateful and glad about it, even though VPN messes up sometimes. Let me let me quickly do a quick checkup about my streams. If you guys can see me, that's what I always do because sometimes I'm just talking and think you guys see me, but you don't see me. Currently, I checked my Twitch. There it is. I would have to check my YouTube as well. YouTube is where I depend on a lot of the times. It's where I hope and not just depend on because I have a lot of subscribers there. They still don't know me. That's why my videos don't get views. People keep asking me why don't you get views with all that subscribers, and I feel ashamed at this point. I don't even know what to say because YouTube refuses to push my videos. And it's very sad that I get to defend that every single time I'm asked that question because I don't even know what to say. But what can we do? Life has to continue. I have to keep creating content. I have to keep doing things differently. That's why I'm doing something differently now. I was just creating content before, but nothing changed. Nothing happened. No brand deals. Nothing in general. No community, which is the most important thing for me on social media. I now create long form videos, and trust me, I am very grateful. I feel like everybody that interacts with my video don't just interact; they remember me on a long video. Okay, but people that interact with my shorts don't remember me. So these long videos, I'm hoping that they're gonna help me to reach a more broader audience, a more open-minded audience that would have a community in the future and will all support each other. And I will make content for you guys. So I'm really really hoping so. It doesn't seem like it now, but I hope that everything will get to that point where we can boast about having a community here and people joining, watching my videos, and I don't get asked these shit questions anymore. Why are you not getting views? Because I honestly don't know how to answer that question anymore. And it's a bit embarrassing, but at the same time, it's understandable. If you have a lot of subscribers, you need to be having a lot of views. Maybe not a lot, there's some average number of views that you need to be having. You can't have over 200k and not get 1,000 views. Like, does that make that make sense? How are you? How's your day been? How is it here? What time is it where you are? I'm doing these morning streams because in the evening I'll have training. If you can still do a stream at night, gladly I would do it. But I'm not very sure, so I'd rather stream twice than not stream once at all. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see how many people are gonna join. So far, nobody has joined. It's okay. It's okay to be talking to yourself while you're on stream. It's the price you pay for salvation. I think it's the price you pay for growing. It's the price you pay to get to the highest level in any career path. Actually, that's why I burn time pending till somebody joins the stream. That's why I try to react to videos. Also, forgive me if you hear some silly noise. It's the construction that is going on outside my building. The window, I opened the window, but closing it is not a big problem. I've been trying to do so. It's such a struggle, but let's see. After this stream, probably I'll try again to see if I can close it so that it doesn't keep affecting my streams and my audio. But that's about it. Let's go. Let me go and check some videos on YouTube that we can react to. I hope my VPN will work because it has been a very rough couple of days with me and VPN. Really, still messes up. I try my best to pretend like it's not paining me, but it is paining me. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had an audience on Twitch or Kick, because it would be much easier to like hold on the stream and be talking to them while you're trying to fix YouTube. But really, I don't know. The VPN just never answers me. Like now I'm clicking out. I don't want to show it to you guys, but let me show it to you guys so that you guys will understand what I'm trying to say. Like it shows connected, but it's not connected. Just look at it. You see connected, don't you see Poland? But then if you go to my YouTube now, look, it say connect to the internet. Nothing is working. You just let me try to refresh it. If it's showing connected, is it not supposed to work? Like, if you guys can see my stream on YouTube, then why is my YouTube here not working? You see the price I have the price I have to pay, and it's saying no internet connection. How can you tell me no internet connection when I'm literally on stream? This can be very frustrating. This is the challenge we face living in Russia as a resident, as a foreigner, because we have to, like, after having internet, also have VPN. We have to sort out the VPN issues because if you think having only internet is the final boss, wait, okay, till you get uh to the point where you need a VPN. Maybe I'll probably watch someone's stream. I'm still very grateful that Kick and Twitch can work without VPN. And that's why I'm really trying my best to like, oh, 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 maybe not. Oh, this is so annoying. This, I'm trying to click on my Kick, and this is what I get. Like, bro, how many times do I have to suffer? Okay, I'm gonna take a risk now. If you're watching me on YouTube, you might lose me for a second, but not a second, probably like 20 seconds more or less, but stay with me. It doesn't work without VPN. Hola, it's connected. Back. Now I have to worry about my camera being frozen. Please let me know if you guys are still here. Hola, I'm connected to United Kingdom. Let's go back. Uh, Try again. Kick. Is it gonna work? Hola, it worked. Uh, I mean, not completely yet, but this is the most important one. YouTube. If YouTube opens, then great. Go, great. Go, great. Great. Let's go check out some videos. Probably have some videos to react to and watch before. Not before. Let's just hope that it doesn't cut off again. What do you mean? Jinxie was right about Mr. Beast. Still loading though.
Massive day for the unemployed. Jinxie was right about Mr. Beast. Jinxie was one of the only
Jinxie was right about Mr. Beast. Team Water.
employed. Jinxie was right about Mr. Beast. Jinxie was one of the only streamers to ever call out Mr. Beast on his inconsistencies, and oh boy, is Mr. Beast truly who he claims he is, because apparently he's even threatened legal action against Aiden Ross.
Bro, I got a text about threatening illegal. Try it, bro. Please try it.
So why is Mr. Beast threatening Aiden Ross? Well,
Why are all the content creators and YouTubers and streamers all falling out? I think Rose has a problem with Kai Senat. He has a problem with Mr. Beast now. I thought they all collaborated not long ago. What's happening? What's the beef all about?
no, like literally a well.
If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well?
$40 million was raised and there's only one well? No, there should be questions, of course.
I'm expecting a fucking water park. I'm expecting like, bro, you have
With that amount of money, you can actually create or build different water parks in different countries.
millions for water. Where the fuck's the water park?
And this is exactly when Jinxie comes in, because bro was nailing everything.
We're all donating. He's getting all the credit, but we're all getting pressured into donating in front of, hundreds of thousands of people.
And now
Personally, I think I totally agree with Jinxie here because I don't think you just put people under pressure on stream and ask them to donate, knowing fully well that if they don't donate, it will have a negative effect on their brand because they will feel like they are pretending that they don't have money. Because what if they had money or they already made plans for the amount of money that they had, and it wasn't just a $1,000, $2,000 kind of donation. It was a 100,000, 50,000 kind of donations that Jimmy put them through.
everyone is slowly coming around and saying he was right the whole time. Aiden Ross is publicly asking where the money actually went. XQC admitted the tactics were way too much. And Mr. Beast's response to all of it? Threatening to sue people for bringing it up. In August 2025, Mr. Beast launched Team Water, a charity to raise money for clean drinking water in Africa by building wells.
And that's the thing, nobody has a problem with Team Water, just how Mr. Beast handled it.
The problem was the method he used to actually raise the money, because it wasn't a normal fundraiser. What Mr. Beast did was get a huge group of streamers on a live call, cold ad other big names while hundreds of thousands of people were watching, and then asked them
Even
on the
as
spot
Small
whether
Gold
they
was here.
wanted to donate.
Great project, horrible execution. At points, it felt like Mr. Beast was straight up trying to extort people, allegedly. Mr. Beast had this record
Yes, I get it. Great project, great idea, inspirational project, but poor execution. But at the same time, how about you guys try to do it yourselves? I don't like when people just point fingers. People that hasn't done anything. It's easy to be a spectator, and not be a player on the field. So, if before you guys criticize him for not doing the best that he did, then try to do yours, and then let's judge you and compare.
breaking fundraising live stream with XQC and Aiden Ross, and
Why didn't Mr. Beast say I raised $12 million? And why did Mr. Beast say just did my first live stream?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. If that's actually what he said, then that's very uncool.
Unreal, dude. I don't know what to say, dude. Why do you not want to mention me?
when Mr. Beast needed to raise money, he had no issues hanging around Aiden Ross or even people like Eddie. But the second the fundraiser was over, he distanced himself.
Was basically just Mr. Beast pressuring people into donating to Team Water. Bro, this entire stream. And I join and I just see Aiden and Mr. Beast. This entire stream, bro, I think this went on for like 2 hours, was one of the most like uncomfortable, like weird streams of all time.
Very, very, very uncomfortable and weird. I feel like the way Jim executed this request to make people donate was very poor. It wasn't the best, especially when you're doing it with very big brands like this. I think there should have been a beforehand information or a beforehand notice to say, look, this is going to happen on stream, or this is the questions I'm going to ask you guys. Be prepared for things like this and not just put them on the spot.
At this point, we all know that stream was awful, and don't worry, fellas, I got some brutal clips to show you.
Jimmy's hostility stems from having his absolute authority and public image challenged. When a creator's immediate instinct is to block peers and issue legal threats instead of providing basic transparency, it leaves a very specific impression. It looks like you have something to hide.
Which brings us to a recent tweet by Mr. Beast. Team Water 1 year update. The team is working so hard and making amazing progress. Really grateful to all the creators who supported this and everyone who donated. You are the reason Team Water is able to save lives. Check out the video and see what happens.
Actually, I feel like in a situation like this, when you have very huge brands that actually donated $100,000 each, and respectively, I don't think this is how you give them credit. I feel like you should have mentioned their names. 100 grand is not $100. You should have mentioned their names to give them credit. I think that would have been more recognizable. They would have felt very, very special. Mention their names. Make, even if it means making separate videos for each of them to say Eddie Rose, Jinxie, Asmon Gold, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whoever donated. Just say thank you guys for doing this in providing clean water for so people. Macroba, thank you. Like, bro, that would have gone a long way. I don't think any of them would have even tried to criticize the project. Sooner or later, yeah, they might question how the money is executed, but not the way they are almost hating now, which is very, very sad to see, because I feel like they all did it with a very good intention in the beginning.
And then he said, yo, Aiden Ross, I'd love for you to watch this on stream.
But rather than answering the tough questions, the footage was so underwhelming that it triggered even deeper suspicion regarding the capital's actual deployment.
Treatment systems and the infrastructure needed to make that goal a reality over the next 5 years.
While the clip displayed some baseline activity, measuring that footage against a $40 million budget makes the output look like a drop in the bucket.
Touche, but I still think this is a crazy claim to make without, actually seeing the full output and judging this off a video.
Not only did I deserve the answers, but other people in my chat and other people that also contributed and donated deserve answers.
Oh,
So
that's
do you guys
crazy.
think-
That's crazy. So they didn't just give 100 grand. They had people donating from their chat as well and their community. Oh.
Genuinely, that this is $40 million worth. Let's see. Let's see. If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well? What do you mean am I retarded? I don't think I'm not saying that Mr. Beast was a scam.
Unsurprisingly, Aiden remained
Yeah, if Mr. Beast wasn't that wealthy, everybody would have already assumed that he scammed people. He's done like some crypto scam and pulled the rug. But like that's not the case because he's actually very wealthy. So I don't see any reason why he would do such a thing or for people to even insinuate such a thing.
persuaded by the promotional narrative, maintaining that a $40 million capital deployment should yield concrete, systemic infrastructure rather than a curated montage of cosmetic victories.
Curated montage of cosmetic victories. Dude, drop the AI script, bro.
Let's do an audit. Let's see where all the 40 million went. Show receipts and do it a full audit. Why not? If you do an audit, I will apologize, but you're not going to do an audit. Of course not.
You know it's serious when a Jewish guy asks for an audit. Anyway, back to some of the greasiest tactics and things Mr. Beast deployed. Phase
Every
Run
now and then I keep forgetting that Eddie Rose is a Jewish guy.
donated $15,000 and Mr. Beast laughed at it.
That was 0.001%.
Bro, the vibe.
Let me see it, let me see it. Oh, wait, no, it's 0.184.
$15,000
is still money. He even put Asmongold on the spot while
Did you just say $15 is $15,000 is 0.00, bro? $15,000. That's literally some people's salary in 1 year. Take it or leave it.
this fool was trying to get some McDonald's.
We know you got a lot of that.
Hey! What is this?
Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. Your friends here were saying you're a very generous soul.
Getting Asmongold to donate to Africa gotta be some kind of like comedy.
Yes, it's like putting Teston or Axmongo to send money to Africa. That's one of the worst places for them that they waste American money on. So how were they able to make him to donate 100 grand to the same Africa that he's always criticizing? If you watch his streams or watch his videos on YouTube, you understand that he is against America sending any dime to Africa. Now, getting him to donate only in the name of providing water and clean water to Africa is like tormenting to him. I feel like they should have already informed him. It's okay to have a different opinion. It's okay to not want to send money to Africa. But putting him on the spot, on stream where there are other huge streamers, it's just not the money that is at stake. It's also his reputation and brand. So I feel like he sent it to just wipe shame out of his face.
the McDonald's drive-thru, man. It's gonna happen to me.
You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm broke.
Now they're trying to get me to donate a bunch of fucking money. 100K? That's a lot of money, man. I should have donated like $400, but yeah, guys, I'll go ahead. I'll lay it down. I should have told them that I would donate the amount of money that I made from Twitch from ads this month. You guys want to know how much that total amount of money would be? The total amount of ad revenue made. Let's see. How much are they getting? $1.78. Nobody.
Asmongold's pretty funny for a 57-year-old. They also try to pressure Kai Cenat into donating, but he, ignored all of this, so I guess it worked out for him in the end. But also, at the same time, Kai Cenat. I show speed as leagues better.
Kai is doing a lot of things in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole. I don't think he needed to donate. I don't think he needed to participate in any of those putting on the spot things. Like, he wasn't doing it just for the trend. He did it because he really wanted to do it, and he's been overlooking the project since he started it in Nigeria.
This dude sucks ass.
Kai didn't donate, and the internet absolutely went after him for it.
Incredibly based. The black guys.
Anybody that went after Kai is stupid, because where are you guys? Like, were you guys there when he went on tour in West Africa to stream, do IRLs? Did you guys see the orphanages that he helped? Did you guys see the pledge that he made to build schools in Nigeria? What are you guys saying? Does he mean that if he doesn't participate in the Team Water, then he's a bad person? Or does it mean that if he doesn't donate, then it means he's not giving out his money into good work somewhere else? Like, bro, you guys should not be judging him for a reason if you don't already know if you don't know the full story. It's like I show speed. These guys do things here and there that they probably may not come on a stream to talk about it, or they may not come on live stream with Mr. Beast to donate. That doesn't mean they're not doing anything.
Donating to Africa. Literally the whitest panel of all time. But the worst thing about Jinxie and all this is that while he was donating and pledging money, they were still making fun of him, and Logan was basically being a dickbag.
Labeling him the poorest person on the call, despite Jinxie dropping $100,000 of his own money.
Bro, if I pledge to drop $100,000 and you call me poor, I'm pulling out straight away. I'm not even taking a second to stay on that call.
Not to be a bro, but there's no way Jinxie donated $1 million.
No.
That's crazy, Jinxie.
Yeah, I know. To somebody like Logan Paul, he probably did it in a way of playing this rich people joke, but it wasn't like that for Jinxie.
Sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I just feel like in this particular group of people, bro, you got the least liquidity.
Crypto Zoo had a lot of liquidity when this dude rugged his fan base.
You are right. I did not donate $1 million.
Even XQC wasn't having any of this.
Culturally speaking, Jinxie commands far more current cultural relevance than Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan
100%.
fallen off. He might have to go back. Anyway, Mr. Beast saw some of this criticism in the past and he didn't take this lightly, prompting a reply on Twitter. We were streaming in front of hundreds of thousands of people and the clips got millions of views, so they did get credit. Regardless, I don't feel bad asking for multi-millionaires publicly to help people drinking dirt water get access to clean water so they can live longer. The word asking is doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
There's a difference between asking millionaires for donations and then asking I'll give a perfect example. You asked Rug to donate. Rug said he'll donate 10K. You said it wasn't enough, so you made him donate more. That is fucking weird. I agree with what Jinxie's saying. You guys put me in a group chat and I said, yeah, I'll donate. And then you guys asked me, how much do you want to donate? I said, oh, I don't remember how much I said when they finally got me in the call, but they wanted me to donate like $100,000 to $150,000. Yeah, I donated $50.
Personally, I feel like the way Mr. Beast should have done it, this is my opinion, not a fact, is that he would have come and said, look, this guy at the Rose donated 100K. That's literally what he did. Then this is where the problem is. He said Eddie Rose donated 100,000, Logan Paul donated 100, another person donated, I think XQC donated 100. So how much do you want to donate? And then he came and he was like, everybody needs to donate. You as well need to donate 100 grand. Okay, he shouldn't have made it compulsory. Donating 10K is a lot of money for an orphanage. It's a lot of money to provide team water in any country. You know, I don't think he should have made it very compulsory for them to say you must donate 100 grand. Not everybody is as rich as Eddie Rose. Not everybody is as rich as Logan Paul or Mr. Beast himself or SQC. Not everybody is in the top 1% of streamers. So I think he should have been more considerate with that, which he wasn't. And that's where the problem is. If he said, yo, this donated 100 grand, what are you going to donate in front of thousands of people? And then even if you donate 50K, the appreciation should have made it look very cool. Okay, but I don't think he's appreciative enough, and that's very understandable. Why he's getting these reactions.
And it was fucking awesome, bro. I gave 50 years of free water.
I think I gave $50 too, and as a community, we raised $2,400. Let's go. We just saved Africa.
Who gets all the credit for this, chat? Mr. Beast. Exactly.
Also, you guys should stop this bullshit that Africa doesn't have water. We have clean water and better water more than you guys living abroad. I keep saying it, but nobody wants to hear it.
Here's where I fundamentally disagree with Jinxie, though, because it's not really about the credit. It's a charity. Who gives a about credit? I mean, this stuff is straight up biblical. My boy Matthew said this. You don't gotta be flaunting your charity and stuff. And while Mr. Beast might get all the credit, does it really?
Bro, flaunt your money however you want to flaunt it. In charity, flaunt it and showcase it. Because if you don't flaunt it, people are not going to think it's cool. People are not going to want to help because some people kind of seek validation from flaunting and helping other people. It's fact.
Matter at the end of the day.
He shed light on the performative mechanics of celebrity philanthropy.
Even though I'm low-key ripping off this dude's video, I'm still gonna complain about the AI script. Cool project, awful execution, and while I don't think Mr. Beast is as malicious as some videos may come out to be, I think he dropped the ball here pretty seriously.
The reading the room of that room with me and Aiden was not good either. Like, me and Aiden kept pausing and looking at each other and looking at him as in like, yo, can we do like a read the room check? And it's like he would just not connect.
I think it's because deep down, Mr. Beast is still a bit of a nerd. Like, he got all this money and fame, but, like, he's still the same dude who he was a while ago.
I dare you to say something controversial. Chris, I was thinking about robbing a store.
You can't do that. You'll get shot, Jimmy.
I'm white.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, that was a very expensive, controversial statement that Jimmy just made.
I'm white.
I do, however, strongly believe that Jinxie was the first person to open Pandora's box on Mr. Beast, and then the other people came out criticizing him.
Mr. Beast's answer to the criticism has
I feel like a lot of people are afraid to call out Mr. Beast just because he's the YouTube boy. He's the biggest YouTuber, and if you call him out, his community might come at you. He has a very huge community, so if you're calling Mr. Beast out, you better be ready for the smoke, bro. If you're bringing the smoke to Mr. Beast, be ready for the smoke because, bro, he is gonna come at you with his lawyers. His fans are gonna come at you. The people that he's done something good for will come at you. So you better be prepared before you come for somebody like Mr. Beast. That's why most people rather keep quiet than talk. They only talk when there's a huge amount of people talking and a few people talking with a huge community behind them. Then they use the opportunity to voice out how they feel about Mr. Beast.
It's been a deflecting tweet and a lawsuit threat.
Threatening Aiden Ross might be the dumbest thing ever because that dude got some lawyers. Subscribe or Mr. Beast will brutally tickle you. Unfortunately, we ran out of time for today's video.
Basically, I think execution was poor.
Hey guys, I just woke up. Hi, Alfie. I'm gonna
The
vlog
idea,
next week.
Mr. Beast, what are you doing? Give me a second. Great idea, great initiative that he was trying to do, but like the execution was where the problem is, and we also need to understand that he's human. He's not above mistakes, and he's not above learning. And he's seemed like a person who is willing to learn how to do things better every time. People associate his name to that because he helps them get views online and make more money. So you should also understand that people that are pointing fingers at him are not able to prove to us that they've done anything similar to what he's done in recent times. We should always look at people's actions and not at what they say alone. We should listen to what they say, but at the same time look at their actions because, bro, everybody has some bluff to call, but nobody has some actions to show. And nobody has some results to show. Great video. Thank you guys for watching that. Subscribe to WestJet and subscribe to my channel. So moving on. I don't know why Mr. Beast popped up on my stuff. Sorry, but bro. Mr. Beast. Get her out. Is Mr. You guys remember that song? Is Mr. Beast.
Transformation.
Korea's disturbing face swap reality show.
Any celebrity out there. A free makeover that would change your entire life and guarantee that you become the next famous idol. But there's one catch. They get to choose exactly what to change about your face and your body. There's this reality show in Korea called Let Me In, and it featured multiple contestants who competed for a chance to get a full plastic.
I feel like the reality shows in China are getting too extreme. But the moment they start involving surgery, the moment they start involving physical damage to some parts of the body, then it's already too extreme.
Surgery transformation. And when I say transformation, I'm talking about a surgery that completely manipulates your bone structure to make you look like another celebrity. Normally it would cost tens of thousands of dollars, but competing in this show would give all ordinary people a chance to change their faces.
Yeah, it will also put people in the open because people will now understand that they can actually have the kind of face that they want to have as long as it is paid for. You'll be very surprised. Most people that can afford some surgeries actually want to do surgeries. But they condemn it. It's like people criticizing you online. They criticize you because they want to be in your place. Most of these poor people actually want to do surgery. They want to do facelift. They want to change their teeth. They want to change how they look. But they complain and criticize people who has done it because they can't afford it. The moment they see an opportunity to be able to do it or afford it, suddenly they want to do it. That's the hypocritical state of life we live in recent times. And this is not about China alone. This is about everybody in every part of the world. Actually, it's been happening like this for a long time.
Free. Another controversial reality show once again, and at this point they're producing these like hotcakes. But this one actually had good intentions in the beginning. Each episode would begin by introducing one person who had been insecure about their appearance their entire life. Some had physical conditions that genuinely affected their everyday life, while others had spent their entire life being bullied, excluded, or treated differently because of how they look. And the show had presented itself as transforming ugly ducklings into beautiful swans. It would open up with a sad backstory where they would explain their situation, talk about how their appearance had affected their life, and even sometimes blaming their parents for their looks. Here is their miserable life before the transformation.
I mean, blaming parents for their looks, I don't think it's wrong. It's just we're associating it with a negative mindset. Okay, you get your look from your parents. If you have good looking parents, you will have there's a very high chance of you having a good looking child. If your parents are not so good looking, you will also be not so. But I mean, you will be so in look, in how you look. But if you can get lucky, it doesn't mean you can't. Your look can be predicted from your parents. It can, totally can.
They undergo extensive plastic surgery, and boom, the contestant walks back onto the stage looking completely different while everybody is losing their minds.
Wow.
It was basically an idol survival show, except the survival mechanic was your face. And this program went absolutely viral because since its premiere, Let Me In has become a sensation in South Korea and also gained massive popularity in China. Some contestants would go on the show and leave looking so different that they would later become influencers and models. The procedures itself was also extremely complex. It could include body reshaping, jaw shaving, bone reduction, and the show wasn't satisfied by just correcting the person's main problem. They wanted to build an entirely new identity for them. For those who couldn't afford plastic surgery, getting into this show was like winning the plastic surgery lottery. But there was one problem. You had to compete with other people to see who looked uglier. You had to convince millions of...
Bro, if I have to compete to see who looks uglier, I think that would have a damage done on my self-esteem more than the surgery itself. More than me winning the lottery of who is the most ugly among me and other people. Okay, the damage it would have done to my self-esteem is crazy work. Bro, when did it start? Who is the ugliest? Like, bro, no. We're too raw these days that we don't look at the future to understand the side effects that this kind of competitions would have on someone. Imagine remembering 10 years ago that you won the ugliest person in the world and they had to change your face. Like, bro, you would definitely understand that you're not real, that everything on your face is made up and fixed and created just to make you look better after being the ugliest, bro.
people that you deserve the transformation more than the next guy. And this all started with one person, the first participant who made the show go viral across all of Korea. Her name was Hyo-yen. She was picked for the show during the first season at just 20 years old, and her before and after transformation was one of the biggest changes in the entire program. Hyo had a severe underbite with a very prominent chin, which made her a target of bullying and exclusion from her classmates since childhood. Her
She just has a very long jaw. I don't think she looks so bad, actually.
jaw was the major issue that she had spent years struggling with. So the doctors performed an entire facial reconstruction on her. The
Bro.
before and after was so drastic that even her family didn't recognize her. This transformed her originally square-shaped face into a V-shaped face, and doctors worked on her nose and her eyes
That's her?
as well. Why did they have to touch her nose and her eyes? And this is the transformation that really helped the show explode. But then Hyo later appeared in an interview and was discussing what had actually happened behind the scenes while she was on the show. According to her, the Let Me In production team had arranged forehead correction, rhinoplasty, canthoplasty, double eyelid surgery, and jaw reduction. But there was one issue. She never knew that they were going to do all of that. She originally thought that only her jaw was getting fixed. She didn't know that they would be touching her eyes and her nose.
I get it. The result looks very good, but why don't they inform these people? What if they're not willing to take the risk and just get involved in the first place? Why would you just, bro? These show promoters and show producers are becoming too extreme and too brutal. They don't inform the person before going ahead with such a risky surgery like that, bro.
Of course, she didn't complain. I mean, she was happy with the transformation. But this detail is very important because they started leaning into this, knowing that they had full control. Instead of simply just correcting the condition that brought somebody onto the show, the transformations could change your entire face to match a celebrity that they pictured. Hyo later said that after the surgery, she began working as a model for several online shopping websites and even became an influencer, which was something that she said she never even dared to dream of. She ended off with, "I highly recommend plastic surgery to the people around me. Before surgery, men only liked my personality, but now they like everything else. And you already know what happened after millions of people saw this." Okay, where's the application form? After Hyo-yen's viral episode,
Crazy.
applications for
I mean, people genuinely first see your looks before they know your character. So it totally makes sense if people are attracted to you because of how you look before they show interest in your character. I've seen people that have a very bad character, but because they look good, they still have a lot of people attracted to them, be it a man, be it a woman. As long as you look good, you already have an advantage in this life. Okay, it's just how life works. If you look intimidating, you have less advantage. If you look handsome or you look pretty, beautiful, you would always have a higher chance at getting whatever you want in anywhere you find yourself, more than the person that looks not so good, or more than the person competing for the ugliest person in the room or in the world. It's just how this life has been placed to function, sadly.
In absolutely exploded. The show went from helping a small pool of applicants with serious problems to thousands of people competing for a chance to transform their face for free. Season 1 had around 300 applicants. Season 2, 4,500. 15 times as more. And funny enough, after that first season went viral, the stories became darker. The competition became harder. Even people from China began participating. And this is where Let Me In started becoming a victim of its own success, because it became a free ticket to an entirely new life, and the show's intentions slowly started drifting away from what it originally wanted to be. Also, real quick, your boy's been gym maxing lately, and I want to thank Fabletics for sponsoring this video. I've actually been wearing a bunch of Fabletics pieces recently, and one thing I really like is how easy they are to wear.
Bro's been gym
The whole
maxing.
collection is basically built around performance without making you look like you just walked out of the gym. You're getting that technical functional feel, but with really clean silhouettes that actually work as everyday clothes. If you want to try Fabletics, this is where the deal gets crazy. New VIPs get 70 to 80% every day. Plus each month you're being charged. You also get perks like monthly draw. Much love. This is exactly when the producers changed the selection method to a competition survival format. Instead of showing one participant's backstory and giving them the makeover, now they showed multiple backstories, but still with only one winner. Now, how do you sign up? Well, the selection method is to give free plastic surgery to whoever is in the worst situation. They essentially structured this competition as who looked the ugliest. Because of course, the more dramatic the transformation, the more views. And all of these participants had to publicly share painful stories from their lives. So your insecurity basically became...
It's very sad. It's very sad. The bullying that people have to go through because of the way they look. Our society is so sick that we no longer care about energy that much. We care about looks that even with kids that are still growing, they're still in puberty. If you're already like grown as an adult, then it makes sense. But if you're still a child, most people change. I've seen people that look the finest, ugliest look, because finest become ugly, not ugly, and the ugliest become finer without surgery. People from my high school, from my childhood, why do we put so much pressure on these young kids to change how they look just because of how they were born? Like, bro, it's so our society is so messed up. Things are so messed up now that we really need to go back in time, how to see how we lived life before all of this bullshit.
content. But remember, there was only one winner, so the people who didn't make the final cut, they would still appear on the show and reveal all their insecurities and their life story. But they just get sent back home. Listen, we know you had 10 traumatic experiences throughout your life, but this other guy, he had 11. Thank you for participating. The winners would live together in a secret designated location while their transformations were being performed. During this period, they were isolated from their normal lives, like they were forbidden from meeting anyone and even their families. They weren't allowed to look at their faces in the mirror either, because the show wanted to preserve that genuine reaction. One of the most controversial cases after season 1 was Liang Zhengxian, who was the only male participant in the entire show. His story was genuinely
Bro, just get money. Nobody cares about your look that much. If you have money, they care about it less.
rough. Liang was 21 years old and had suffered from a childhood illness that resulted in facial deformity and an unusually long chin. And appearance wasn't the only difficulty. When Liang was 3 years old, his mother left home because of the family's poverty. Despite everything, Liang eventually managed to attend university at 21, paying for it using a year's wages and student loans. And his facial condition caused real physical problems because his unusually long chin meant that his upper and lower teeth were misaligned, which made eating difficult. This caused him to weigh only 50 kilograms.
Oh,
On
wow.
top of that, he struggled socially. He had a
50 kilograms for a guy is actually very crazy. That's very low. That's mostly girls that weigh like that. If a guy weighs 50 kilograms, that's a sign of sickness.
hard time finding a girlfriend and also been insecure since childhood. Him and his family simply couldn't afford plastic surgery to help him. So again, this is where Let Me In can properly come in and do its job, since you have somebody with a real physical condition. But since this is reality TV,
Even the name of the show is very weird. Let me in. Let you in where? Where are you going?
we need a romance subplot. Liang had been crushing over a girl for an entire year, and before undergoing this plastic surgery, he finally gathered enough courage to confess his feelings for her. She rejected him.
Oh.
She told him that she already had a boyfriend. We're skipping.
Clearly, she would accept him later. I already know how these kind of things work. It will be a way for her to become famous as well. That's why she would say, yeah, oh, you look better now. No, I'm interested.
The gym arc this time. After his rejection, the doctors designed a surgical plan specifically for him, and this description sounds insane. The procedures included cheekbone reduction, trimax surgery, nasal reduction, forehead fat,
Just call clavicular and everything will be fixed.
grafting, jaw surgery, double eyelid surgery, rhinoplasty. So much that I can't even name them all. Mind you, all he really needed was the jaw surgery. And when Liang came back after the surgery, yeah, who is this? This is not who we just saw. And after this, he got a easier and a higher...
His face became smaller. His head, his hairstyle changed a little bit. Okay, yeah, his mouth became bigger. His jawline became smaller. His nose still the same, probably. His eyes the same. His ears, they've been big, even though mine are small. But yeah, he became slim. I mean, now it makes sense that he really changed a lot. But it also feels like he's still 50 kilograms here. It doesn't feel like he changed, like his weight changed some.
paying job. Also, remember the girl who rejected him 2 months earlier?
Mhm.
Young went to see that exact same girl once again. "Hey, do you remember me?" Her attitude towards him completely changed, and when she looked up at Young, her eyes were described as being filled with admiration. She was so surprised that she didn't even know who he was. And this time, Young confessed again. And she's like, "I don't have a boyfriend."
Oh, okay. I feel like this is performative because you want to tell me she didn't notice the cameras. How are we able to hear what they were saying? Like, bro, this is very, very performative. I think she knew, and she's all acting and all.
Potential for a relationship. Where did the boyfriend go? Did the surgeons remove him too?
Vanished, or he just disappeared into thin air.
Boyfriend reduction surgery? And ever since Young's success story, oh man, the show was on fire because people found a loophole. What if I just make my story worse than the others?
Exactly. The moment you involve a boy and a girl, a relationship, anything romantic, the story will explode, and that's what's been going on for a very long time. These kind of things explode because people can now relate to it. Even people that are not very ugly will now want to do something to their faces to think that it would help them get the girl of their dreams.
Yeah, it reached to a point where people were doing absolutely anything to get on the show, and that included completely faking their life story. There was a woman named Luna who appeared on the show under the nickname Wife with Premature Aging. According to the story introduced by Let Me In, she had experienced rapid aging after undergoing back surgery, leaving her face looking like she was already in her 50s. She was presented as a wife who was hated by her husband because of her appearance. So obviously the story worked. I mean, people felt bad for her. The doctors felt bad for her. So she got the transformation for free. Except afterward, netizens found out that Luna had actually appeared on a broadcast before. On this other program, Luna had presented herself as a multicultural family with a great husband and wife relationship. Following this, Luna was found to have completely deceived the production team and the doctors, and the tragic story presented on Let Me In was entirely fake. And this is where the controversy surrounding Let Me
But
In
who is to blame? Luna or the production company for not doing a proper research?
really started heating up because many people started noticing that the program seemed increasingly interested in giving people the most dramatic transformation possible, rather than simply giving them the transformation that they needed. It went from what transformation do they need?
We also need to understand that for these people and for these producers is what works and what is selling that they will do. They don't care about how you feel about it, as long as they are making money, as long as they are accepted into the society. It's the regulators that is to blame as well. The people that accept these producers to go the extra mile to just do anything to just make money. And the more controversial it is, the more people want to talk about it. The more controversial it is, the more people want to watch it, and the more money they make. So that's why they don't care about how we feel. They just go ahead and do whatever they need to do to get that back.
To what transformation will make us viral. And you might also think that, oh, as long as the winner is happy with all the unnecessary procedures that they got, then it's alright. But a lot of these cosmetic procedures, they have side effects. Long-term side effects. At first,
Obviously,
it's a complete makeover.
all surgeries have side effects, long side effects. That's why I always wonder the poor people that do most of these surgeries. How are you going to pay for your checkup? If your life does not change, then you should know that your future is going to be really hard. You're going to have to find money, make money to go for checkups every time, every now and then, probably once a year, and it's not cheap.
But later down the line, there are many things that can go wrong with all these other little procedures that weren't necessary. And the program would specifically show scenes where the protagonist was encountering setbacks due to their physical condition. For example, they would take a teenage girl suffering from hair loss and send her to a hair salon to get her hair done. What are we doing? Also, some
I
of the
mean,
winners.
wait, give me a second to talk about Woni's hairline, though, bro. Are you sure you didn't do something to your hairline as well, Woni? Because you have a very solid hairline that doesn't look like it's falling off.
Started becoming addicted to plastic surgery, continuing undergoing procedures even after the show. And Let Me In was becoming a gigantic promotional platform for all of these plastic surgery clinics across Korea. So naturally, the doctors associated with the show started becoming the Let Me In doctors, and the clinics gained massive endorsements. And since the show needed dramatic transformations to keep people hooked, they just kept adding more and more unnecessary procedures for all of the participants. They started using hyaluronic acid fillers and putting them through extreme diets just to push them closer to the image that they wanted. Eventually, the controversies became so big and they received so much backlash that Let Me In was inevitably cancelled. They announced that they would no
They keep canceling different shows in China and they keep bringing out new ones that are even more dangerous.
longer produce the program due to the massive backlash they received. After building an entire franchise as a charitable program helping unfortunate people, they lived long enough to become the villain. These transformations did actually help people at first, and I mean, it still kinda did, but when you mix cosmetic surgery and reality TV, honestly, it was meant to fall apart. The treatment was technically free to the contestants, but free is doing a lot of heavy lifting because instead you were paying with all of your insecurities being revealed to the entire world, just for a chance to being that single winner.
I don't think you care about insecurities to the world or being revealed to anybody because you look much better. You will be judged based on how you look today, not on how you looked last year or last week.
So yeah, that was Let Me In, Korea's biggest plastic surgery reality show. Let me know if you guys think that the show deserved to be cancelled. I think
I mean, I have a mixed reaction towards this because I feel like, yeah, maybe it should have been cancelled, or maybe it shouldn't have been cancelled because of the people that were benefiting from it, the people that could not afford to help themselves look better. Because most of the people that were stars in the shows were poor people that couldn't on a normal day afford this kind of lifestyle, afford to be able to do surgeries to look better. The people that has been bullied, the moment a bullying situation comes into the chat, I always feel bad for these people. So I feel like the show should have still been there, but it would have been much better if they kind of, regulated some of the extreme things that they do to get views. They do to get it controversial, because the more they get it controversial, the more they get views. And it's not just limited to this show. Different shows that people have been doing in recent times. And just let me know what you guys think. My opinion, they shouldn't have cancelled it. That's my final verdict. They should have probably regulated it into in a piece where the producers know there are limits to the things that they can do, and the kids also know that there are limits to the stories that they can tell to just get into the shows. Great video by Warren. Subscribe to his channel and to mine as well. Moving on. Okay, Senat, I have a daughter. Really? No, I don't. I'm not gonna watch that video. I don't think you have a daughter. I think it's just a clickbait. Mhm.
There's been a serious problem arising on the internet.
The internet's problem.
There's been a serious problem arising on the internet, and it's known as the problem. Okay, I just made that shit up. The internet's perception of what's old and what's
For Gen Z kids now, if you have a beard, you're an unk.
not is completely warped. I get it, the years are passing, I'm getting a little bit older, but that doesn't mean I'm a fossil. But it's starting to get a little bit concerning because people think things that I grew up with.
I used to think being called an unk used to be very, very complimentary. What's there in being called an unk if your elder sister or has a child? You are literally an unk. But now they've made it so negative that if they call you an unk, it means that you look 50 or you're more old and you can't be doing the things that young kids, quote and unquote, are doing.
Are old as shit. That's when the reality set in for me. There was a whole video about the Nintendo DS, how people used to hide that shit underneath their pillow, and the TikTok search was dead ass. What is a DS? This was like a couple years ago, so that's when that feeling really hit me. But if somebody who's 40 stumbles upon this video, this is gonna be a complete shock to them that people in their 20s think they're old. And to be fair, my For You page isn't helping me. I keep seeing videos about how it feels texting someone over the age of 20. Wow, I see how it is now. That's all good. Sorry. Do you think all people over the age of 20 are going to respond with, why are you crying? When I kept seeing this over and over and over again this year, the reality just sunk in. It became a trend to call me old as So that's why you see all these people in their 20s claiming that they're old, saying that they're pushing 30, they're unk, they're 22 teen. Okay.
First of all, 30 is not old. 35, 40 is not old. Can we stop this bullshit? If we don't start speaking against this norm that these Gen Z boys and girls has normalized, we'll continue to suffer from their stupid assumptions that 30, 40 years old is old. That's a very young age. Growing up, I would always hear 50. 50 is still even normal and young. Like, old is like 70, okay? We can't be calling somebody an onk and assume it's because we think it's old. You can actually call somebody an onk, just be an onk. Not, it doesn't mean that they're old. What do you mean 30 is old? What do you mean 27, 35 is old? That's just a way of making yourself feel stupid or judging yourself harshly for no reason.
Obviously, I'm not going to be mad if someone calls me up. I'll just laugh it off. But I just want to know what happened within the span of a few years. Because I was just getting called a baby a few years ago. And now I'm even in college classes getting called unk. And now even people way younger than me are getting called unk. At that point, unk has really lost its meaning. Like, dog, how are people getting called unk for being born in 2009? Constantly being called old and telling me I'm a grown-ass man or whatever has me a little too hyper-aware of my aging. I don't think anybody watching this wants to age like milk. Who does? And that's why this type of content started going really viral. Anti-aging content. What I mean by anti-aging content is people will make content around slowing or preventing signs of getting older. Now, I get taking care of yourself and self-care, so I see why some of these videos exist. But obsessing about your looks too much can be a problem. There's really a line that should not be crossed with some anti-aging content. Sometimes people will do anything and call it sauce or a method to looking younger. For example, looks maxers. That's all I gotta say, just looks maxers. Some people in that community do insane things just to
I will never understand the people that are looks maxing as a 21-year-old. Boy, you're still growing. What's the point of damaging your face at 21, at 19, at 17, when your body, your face is still being formed? You don't even know your best look yet. Like, enlighten me with the idea behind it. Why would you use hammer to be hitting your face as a 21-year-old? Literally, your face is still growing. You're still, yeah, you just escaped the puberty stage. What's the point of doing all that, knowing fully well that your face can be fixed with working out at the gym in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you will still look your best self? And that's if you're not going to the gym consistently. Why do we have to put ourselves under unnecessary pressure of just to, I don't know if it's peer pressure. I don't want to say it's peer pressure because it's also a personal decision that we just want to. We look at the mirror and we don't like what we see, and then suddenly we want to take a hammer and be bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Bro, you're still growing, bro. At 21, you're still growing. You're still a kid.
Improve their looks. Or you'll also have podcast dudes just taking this shit to another level. I saw this one dude who probably could have been rage baiting, maybe, but he said he literally lets his balls cook in the sun because he believes his tea is gonna go through the roof. Like, yo, what are we talking about, man?
First of all, take away mics from people from doing podcasts, bro. Not everybody should have a podcast.
Yeah, they're just giving microphones to anybody. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I fear aging like milk. I'm in the same boat. There's some parts about aging that I have a fear of. I could tell this shit at the campfire, and the mere sound of this word will have people scared. Balding. Anti-aging videos about balding really make me think the turkey flight's coming sooner than later.
Balding doesn't mean you're old. It can be a sign of some condition or genetics. People should stop this bullshit.
Anytime my hairline takes a slight creep back, I'm in panic mode. And sadly, it's inevitable for some people. One day, I may have the Vegeta line.
People actually panic and feel bad about it because of the way society has placed so much emphasis on bald people and saying they're old. It means it's a sign of being ancient.
And I understand why people consume anti-aging content, but sometimes it just amplifies my fear even more. Some people really just exaggerate it to no end. They'll say if your hairline creeps back a nanometer, you're cooked. So it has me checking my hairline in the mirror pretty much every day. And one day, I can't sit there and cope. If I lift up the hair, check the lineup, and there's a bite mark taken out of it, I can't say, yeah, it's just maturing now. And last year, I was experiencing a little too much hair loss for comfort. I had an annoying scalp issue at one point, and seeing videos constantly about aging, hair loss, and receding hairlines, it just made me stress about my scalp way more than I should have. I kept seeing people online recommend different oils, shampoos, but none of it was solving my problem. Eventually, I just said, yeah, I'd rather find a medical professional. But the process of searching and calling
Just go to Turkey.
felt like too much work. And that's where ZocDoc, the sponsor of today's video, comes in. ZocDoc makes it way easier to find and book a doctor, book a visit without having to go through a
No. No, 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 no. What's happening? Well, it's the problem we face when you're using a VPN, guys. We're back.
This definitely would have saved me from going down a million different internet rabbit holes trying to figure it out myself. On ZocDoc, you could see actual appointment openings and instantly book a visit without having to go through a long and grueling call.
Really? What's happening? What do you guys think, though, about this onk problem? Are you an onk because of your beard or because of your bald head? So somebody would say, I'm an onk. Yeah, call me an onk. I'm already an onk. I don't need you to call me an onk. I have siblings that have kids, so I don't need you to call me an onk to be an onk. I'm already a grateful, privileged onk. We'll probably have to come back to this because wait, so if this video is playing and that one is not playing, then what's up?
Grueling call. Personally, that's one reason I put off booking appointments for so long. It just felt like a side quest, and I would always put it off. But with ZocDoc, taking care of your health just got easier. So head to ZocDoc.com/theduck, linked in the description or the pinned comment, to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. Grown man, by the way, or grown man doing blank. This is a part of the early adult.
What do you mean a grown man doing what? A grown man doing... Bro, stop that statement. It's a very shitty statement to just make people feel inferior, to make people feel under pressure for doing what they're supposed to do. Are they supposed to be a young man? Bro.
Especially on the internet. Now look, there's some stuff that you shouldn't be doing when you're grown. Like having a meltdown in public, making a whole scene because you didn't get something you wanted. Yeah, you're too grown for that. But people will use this for anything and everything. To the point where grown man, by the way, has lost its meaning. People will ridicule any activity that you do once you're grown and just say you're a grown man, by the way. Grown man eating ice cream. Grown man going to the movies. Grown man enjoying a calm day at the
What do you
park.
mean grown men going to the movies? Bro, you should be very careful the kind of things you listen to in recent times because you would just get mad and get pissed off or just, get thrown out of the normal people things because you are labeled as grown man.
Hit the oil rig instead. But one activity I've been seeing get slandered a lot for doing when you're grown is playing video games. Why can't I hop on the game for a few hours? What is the issue? If I got some free time, I'm gonna use it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a hardcore gamer. I would spend too much time on the game, I would think. But I've seen the take, you shouldn't be playing video games past this age. I've seen 18 years old, but recently I've seen one that said...
First of all, video game is a career now. It's not one of those things you say anymore like 10 years ago that you would say you're wasting your times now. The richest creators now are video gamers, bro. Don't let anybody deceive you. If that's what it takes to feed your family, if that's what it takes to have a career that pays your bills, be a gamer. I've never judged people that play games. It's just been interesting to me that we will sit down for a long time to play games. Now I'm streaming, sitting down for a long time and streaming. What is the difference? Whatever pays your bills, keep doing it, my man. Do not listen to the naysayers. They're always gonna talk.
Years old. You can't be playing video games, or else get this, guys.
You're a complete loser. If you older than the age of 15 and you still playing video games, you're a complete loser.
Shut up.
Shit, nah, the king throat, man, you're right. I need to wrap it up. But nah, the weather, the gas, you know what? I should be talking about that instead of playing video games. Then I gotta live in an all beige house and just be boring. But seriously, people act like you gotta be a boring sack of shit once you're grown. Why do people expect me to just suddenly turn into a workaholic? I don't know where this came from, but like, do you expect people once they turn 15 years old to just drop every single hobby they have and just lock in? Like, what's the problem with having fun as a grown man? Obviously, things need to be prioritized, but indulging in hobbies for a little bit isn't gonna hurt you.
You should only be playing fucking video games above the age of 15.
You should only be playing fucking video games if they're paying your bills, not listening to dumbass bitches like you.
You're rich and you got your life together.
And I don't know why he's acting like you have to unlock the privilege to play video games. Or whatever he said, be rich and quote-unquote have your life together. Whatever that means. It's the same shit as Netflix, watching YouTube, doom scrolling TikTok. It's just another pastime. And obviously, growing up, it's going to be different playing video games because you have things to prioritize. Like, you're gonna have work in the morning, or you got shit to do. You got a Canvas assignment due at 11:59. But if we're talking about someone like more middle-aged, then you might have a whole family to take care of. But if you got some free time, who cares? Because you have shit to do, that doesn't mean you can't play at all. You just gotta
It doesn't mean anything if that pays your bills. What do you mean if that doesn't mean you can't play at all? If that's your job, other things should be less prioritized. This should be your priority if this is what pays your bills. Playing games pays your bills. You heard T-Pain. T-Pain left music to be playing games now because he's making more money from his gaming more than he's done in his career. T-Pain, of all people, a legendary musician like that. Then who are you?
Manage your time. And then he ends the video off by saying, get some money, dork.
You're failing, you're a loser, put the joystick down and get some money, dork.
What a cold ending. I guess he
Get
thought he was
some
about
money,
to be in
dork.
it. I don't know what got him
What was
so mad about video games. Did he lose a ranked match? He definitely like dropped an elo or something. I don't know why people set age limits and
Maybe he lost the game and he got emotional.
expectations on things either. Because like I was mentioning earlier, I guess grown
Yeah,
men
that's literally me right now. Like, Bronk, did you have to say that to feel validated? Was it necessary?
can't have fun anymore. I swear, as soon as somebody sees you grown as hell having fun, someone will sit there and comment, yo, you got work tomorrow, Unc. Set that alarm. Like, bro,
What do you mean I have work tomorrow, bro? Like, I don't walk by the days, I walk by the time.
If I got something like this thrown at me, I would feel like I can't have shit. Let's say I'm having fun reacting to like an album or something. I'm really feeling that shit. It's like a perfect 10 out of 10 album. I'm going crazy. Not a single skip. I'm getting excited. People sit there and be like, yo, you're too grown to be glazing like this. Okay, yeah, if I were to do some crazy shit, fair enough.
If I'm having a good time and you tell me I'm too grown to be having a good time or to be having fun, and you clearly see that I'm having fun, I am punching your face. Fun has nothing to do with age. Do what tickles your tickle. Whatever makes you feel good about yourself, whatever makes you happy, go ahead and do it. As long as it doesn't make you look creepy among kids. Especially, why would you be doing it among kids in the first place? But yeah, whatever makes you feel happy. Running, singing, dancing. Life is so short. You only live once. Make sure you enjoy yourself and not care about the shitty opinions of people that don't even know you, that don't even care about you in the first place, that will move on if you died today. That's why you need to live your best life and never listen to the bullshit that anybody has to say. People are always going to talk. Regardless of whatever you do, they're always going to talk. any time of the day, any time of your life. Whatever you do, they will talk. Just focus on your life and just do you.
But I've seen people get clowned for getting too excited, quote unquote, as a grown man. Someone would say,
Yes, unhappy people.
a grown man getting all excited for a game. Clock in tomorrow. And I hate this mindset that you just can't have fun when you're grown, because people will genuinely sit there and call you a bum. When you have fun, go out with friends. Why is it suddenly, once you're grown, you have to be locked in, hitting the oil rig 24/7? And also, people just expect you to have your life together once you enter adulthood.
Why do they always use Kevin Hart whenever they want to talk about some unk or some grown up, some successful man that has their life together?
Expectations in the modern day for becoming an adult is insane. I get it, some generations were early to having kids and a house and a white picket fence. Everybody just sets these random ass expectations and deadlines of adulthood. For example, some people expect you to move out insanely fast.
If that's your permanent living arrangement, you need to grow the fuck up.
So we're clear, he's saying 25 years old, which I get it. We all know the mom's basement stigma. But as long as you're working hard, you're not being
25 years old, you're a kid. 30 years old, you're still a kid. You know, yeah, I get it that the society kind of makes you feel like you're old, but bro, in the real sense, you're still trying to figure your life out. Don't fall for that pressure.
a bum all day and sitting in the basement. Who cares?
Right? You need to get a life, get out there, get a roommate if you need.
Apparently, I guess I don't.
Yeah, getting a roommate is totally fine. It's totally fine to cut your costs, cut your bills if you can't afford it, or if you're planning for a better future for yourself. I actually think it's much better to get a roommate if you can't afford it. If you can't afford to live alone, get a roommate. If people call you an unk or they don't call you an unk, that should be the least of your concerns.
Don't have a life. You know, I would like to be moved out by a certain age, but it's not that deep if I can. To the point where I have to, quote unquote, get a life? And there's also other expectations and norms even before 25. Like you gotta graduate college at a certain age. Why am I seeing a video of DDG saying you shouldn't be on a college campus at 22, 23? That's like a...
No, I don't think he meant that way. If he meant that way, then he's stupid because I think that's literally around the age where you should actually still be in college and graduating and learning about life. I think streamers and YouTubers that made it out of 50,000 people kind of misunderstand the quote here where they say you have to at so age. It's like Cristiano Ronaldo that started playing football at 17 years old. I always use football players as examples because I'm a football player, okay? He made it at 17, or Lamine Yamal that made it at 16, 17. Doesn't mean that there's another 100,000 players that didn't make it at that age, but at 25, they go on to have a very great career as successful as Lamine Yamal's age, as successful as Lamine Yamal's career now. But that doesn't mean people that have it difficult at 20, at 21, at 22 means that we should diminish the kind of life they are having because it's not the same lifestyle that we expect from somebody at that age because of one example we have seen. Cut the crap.
year off from when people typically graduate.
22? Why the fuck are you at a college campus? Stop thinking because y'all 22, 20.
It's just because the education system is messed up. So it's totally understandable if he's questioning why you are in a campus at this age when you're supposed to be getting your hands dirty and doing things in the real world. Yes, it's because of the education system. If the education system was working perfectly well, it's totally a good place to be at 22 years old.
Well, couple weeks. Sorry, DDG. But yeah, guys, sorry. I just gotta walk away now because DDG said I was too old. You know, although I'm right there, DDG, man. He said his words. Gotta walk away now. I'm too old. But some people stay back for athletics. They take some time off. They change their major. There's so many circumstances that life could hit you with. Some people go to college even later than that in life. Everybody's path is different. That doesn't mean the duck is behind because he didn't graduate college.
I'm way ahead of y'all. Y'all right behind me, bro. A few more years and your insurance gonna go down. Stop acting like you young in your brain.
Why, DDG? I was your biggest fan. I could name...
Yeah, DDG is doing too much now because he made it out. Doesn't mean it's the same case for everyone else.
5 songs. Gun to the back of my head and okay, no, I would be shot in broad daylight, never mind. But seriously though, all right, all joking aside, what is the rush? Like, I get it, DDG, you have crazy motion, like, good shit, but I don't know why you care so much what age people are at college. I don't know what it is about this obsession with age and accomplishment. Of course, there is no rush to accomplish.
Is the accomplishment that some people has had at a very young age that has made us think is the norm, which is not true. That is not the norm, actually. It's understandable the pressures you feel because people compare you to this kind of one in a million examples, and then you start looking at your life and start thinking it's not good enough. It's understandable, but then at 20, that's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, you should have nothing to say. You should just get your hands dirty walking wherever you are. You can actually make mistakes multiple times and still have your shit together.
Anything. And you know, it's great that people find their passion early on and they accomplish a lot of things really young. And you know, it goes viral on social media because, well, that's a crazy ass achievement. So people think they have to have like 15 Lamborghinis by 18 or else their life is over. And now because of this, some
Going viral is not an achievement. Just have to put that out there. You just need to go viral and do something afterwards. It's what you do afterwards that really shows the point of you going viral.
people blow up in their mid to late 20s or get a crazy achievement. And people will say, damn, you're late, Unk. Prime's already over. Wrap it up. That doesn't mean it's over because you didn't make it.
Yo, what do you mean wrap it up?
It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, seeing all that, it is definitely easy to feel behind in life. But the reality is just staying focused on your own path will get you way further than worrying about what other people are doing. Obviously, you could still view and see what other people are doing.
We all have different paths in life. If you stay in your own lane long enough, you will find whatever you are chasing or looking for. And if you start comparing yourself to other people that are in their own lane, you will lose happiness and you will still, they say comparison is the thief of joy. And the moment you start comparing yourself to somebody's lane, somebody's path in life, you lose the joy in the little things that you have in your own path. So never you compare yourself with other people.
But don't let it consume you or make it feel like your life's over. To all the people that aren't quote unquote old yet, one day
The crazy thing is that you might actually achieve everything you're looking for and your life will be over. You just die. Haha, I'm not supposed to be saying it like that, but that's the reality that we live in. So you should never, ever compare yourself and say, you should compare yourself to yourself. Makes sense. That's a positive side. But if you compare yourself to someone else and then start feeling bad about your own life because you're looking at someone else, then, bro, I don't even need to say more about that. Just don't do that.
no, you'll get that feeling. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Watch this video right here on the end screen.
Anyways, great video. Understand that there is no unk problem if you are in your own lane. There is no you're too old problem if you're focused on your life. There is no you are not supposed to be doing this if you are busy grinding because your ears will be blocked and so locked in that you're focused on the goals you're chasing. It's only people that are not doing too much. It's only people that are doing a little and then raising their head up to seek validation from other people that hear these things and they get mad, they get pissed. People that are calling you unks have no idea what to say or what to do in life. They are probably people, they are nipple babies, some of them. So never you compare yourself with these people. You're totally on time. 30, 30 is young, 40 is young, 50 is young. It's 70, 80 that is old because you are actively or physically not able to do most of the things you can actually do before. But if you're 21 to like 26 years old, if you're 16 to like 25, 28, just shut up. Just get your hands dirty. Stay in college if you need to. It depends on your career path. I would never advise you. I don't like school, but it doesn't mean I will never. I will advise people to not go to school. If you need to go to school as a lawyer, go to school. Doctor, engineer, you need it. Go to school. Get your hands dirty. Just go to a school where you are very practical and not just theoretical. Great video. Let me know what you guys think. Moving on. When my VPN starts messing up again, I just shake my head and I say, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Let's see. Yeah. My VPN is messing up again. I have to like, disconnect it and reconnect it back. Disconnect it and reconnect it back. OBS will just plam, plam, plam. It's back connected. Let's go check out the YouTube videos we want to watch, and hopefully they are gonna show up. Somebody said, "Who is literally watching these streamers?" What do you mean, who is literally watching them? I am watching them. You are watching them. Aha! Finally, VPN can let me watch this video. Escape 100 cops, win 500,000. Mr. Beast.
And if they arrest us by the end of the day, they would have $1,000,000. But if we escape, they get nothing. Start the timer. Jimmy, try. You're there right on us. Don't worry, guys. I have a plan. Let's go. We gotta get out of here. Where do we go? Go. Oh my God. Let's blow it up.
Nah, it's very clear why Jimmy is the greatest YouTuber ever. This first 30 seconds is top notch. I feel like I'm watching a movie.
My 4 friends just escaped from 100 real cops, at least for now. Good luck, everybody! They have until the end of the day to arrest us and to give us a fighting chance. I spent months setting up hundreds of cameras, booby traps, and secret rooms. Let's just hope it's enough to keep us from getting caught.
You're under arrest! Everyone go to your spot. Don't get arrested. All right, guys, Godspeed.
Oh my goodness. How can we compete with this guy that spends months setting up cameras, millions of dollars just for one video, bro?
I'm the last one they're gonna catch. Jimmy, where are we going? Our first destination's right up here. We should have done more cardio before this. Here we go, baby. And just like that, we're at the first hiding spot.
Darius hid inside a fort covered in hay.
Get in there.
We all quickly changed our clothes.
I'm gonna change starting now. All right.
And Allison.
We are here with the trash.
And before we knew it,
We got the fire out. Everybody split up.
the cops were already on our tail.
Hey, police!
All right, we're on our way. Over and out. Okay, meet me at the market.
What about these straw bales right here?
That looks a little
How was he able to convince 100 police officers to actually join him for a video? Is that not a privilege?
suspicious. Where we at, baby? Mr. Beast!
They're so close. I can hear them.
This is something. We're on somebody.
It's very obvious. You can't hide in a place like that and expect not to be caught. It's very obvious that that heap kind of shows that somebody might actually be inside. It's too easy. Too easy. Too easy, bro.
What's your name? Darius?
It's also very ironical.
It's only been 10 minutes, and Darius has already
That is the black boy that they catch first.
been arrested.
I see so many cops go. They're forming a line and sweeping the city.
I'm officially at the market.
Tariq, we're heading your way. All right, I'll be ready.
All right, Tariq, hand me the map. They clearly formed a straight line and are going and checking every nook and cranny. Only weakness in that strategy, though, is if we can somehow sneak past the line, they're not going to suspect us to be in buildings they already searched. If there was ever a time to penetrate the line, it'd be now. I got a plan, follow up.
I don't think the cops realize there's tunnels under the city.
Oh my gosh, I think they're on top of us, guys. They're on top of us. Let's just keep moving.
I'm currently sneaking through the sewer system underneath the city.
We might be able to make a run for it once we get above ground. There's a safe room where I left this detonator. Hopefully, the cops don't get there before we do.
Hey, guys, got 100K on him right here. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys.
Oh, really? So if you catch one person, you get 100K. That's cool.
Somehow found me. I don't know how. But please, just run. Find the best hiding spot.
Darius, you shouldn't be apologizing to us. You should be apologizing to your mom.
Yo.
Oh yeah, for those of us who successfully survived this 12-hour police chase, unlike
I
Darius,
can't be the
with
only one that is
100
commenting on this black guy being the first person that is caught. Bro, that's I shouldn't say so much about that.
$1,000 for their moms.
We had 5 suspects bail out. These guys are crafty, they're sneaky, they're unpredictable. All intel reports, anything that you see that's out of place, we need to know that. And remember, each arrest awards our department $100,000.
Oh, we are out in the open, boys. If my logic is correct, their line literally walked over top of us while we were in the sewer. So we're already behind the line. We should be able to just run across this field. Simple as that. And if we all get arrested, this video's screwed.
At first, I thought they were not real police officers, but they're actually real.
Notice how you don't see any cops. Okay, we're 3 hours in. I think it's time this is where we split off. Who wants to take the subway?
I'm good. I don't like the subway.
I can take the subway. All right, go down there. Okay. Nolan, come with me.
Where are we going? As far from the line as possible.
How are they able to run in this open space and there's no police officers that actually saw them?
This is where I leave you.
All right, this could be the last time we see each other. Ever.
Okay, can we take a moment to also appreciate the cameraman that is following them around? I don't think the cameras that they have put in different places are the only ones getting all these footages. Some of the footages where they are running, the cameraman has to be doing a lot of running and moving and all of that to just get these footages.
All right.
Allison, I'm in the subway. Meet me there.
Hey, I think that's her.
Oh no. Guys, bad news. Bad news.
Stop right there. You're under arrest.
Jimmy, they're on us. In the back left corner, there's a secret hiding spot. Pull on the wall.
It opens. Please, anyone here? Some cops are coming. Oh my god.
This is got to be the most embarrassing thing I've ever experienced in my entire
The
life.
most cliche thing you showed us. Black.
The reason I've been trying to get to the school is because I have a hidden room planned here that they're never gonna find.
Run.
Oh no. Wait a minute. Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Wait, they busted a safe house?
No, they found my hidden room. Even though they found my secret room, they didn't grab this detonator. I'm putting this in my bag with $100,000. This is gonna come in handy later. You'll see why. Thankfully, the cops didn't realize that this remote allows this TV to swap through every single camera across the city. I suspect that it'll be back at this school, so I need you to back up.
Yeah, just destroy the television. It's nothing. It's $0. You know, Jimmy, go ahead. It's you.
Nolan, I got the detonator. Okay. All right. This might be the riskiest part of the entire video. To do what I'm thinking, I need to get on top of a really tall building.
At this point, we're halfway into the challenge. The majority of our hideouts have been exposed, and Darius has been arrested. Which is why what you're about to see is my backup master plan, hopefully unfolding as I intended. And it all starts with what Nolan is about to do.
I feel like I'm watching a real movie. Like, it's even more interesting than a movie, I'm not gonna lie. The cuts makes it more interesting. What is he about to do?
Yo, what's up?
That's Nolan. No.
That's him. Yeah, I saw it.
Wait, he even threw away his camera. Somebody grabbed the
For this next
camera.
diversion, I really just wanted to have a lot of explosions. It might not make much sense, but man, does it look epic.
Yeah, it does. But why is Nolan so slow? If you're running that slow,
We're not gonna catch him.
when there are explosives left and right, you not make it out, Nolan.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Get in.
Oh my god, that was the coolest thing I've ever done.
Nolan, you're welcome. Anyways, my next plan is a little bit more useful.
Let me introduce you to my doppelganger.
Wait. He legit looks like Mr. Beast. The beard, the fake smile. I don't know if he's a real smile. I've never seen him in real life, but like he looks like a very fake smile. The only top foot that shows when he's smiling. He really legit looks like Mr. Beast.
Wait, do a smile. Okay, he's not the only doppelganger here. I have over 50 doppelgangers in the city. I need you to take all my doppelgangers to the movie theater. And when a bunch of cops go to search it,
Lock the door behind them.
can do it, bro. All right, Godspeed. Good luck. Go. Go.
Scanning. Guys, come on in. Over here. Hey, stay police. You need to stop. Hold on.
Everybody's got a backpack and wearing all black. Run into the movie theater.
What are you trying to do?
Stay police, don't move. Where did they go?
They're in here.
But what the cops don't realize is that there's one way in and no way out. Knowing that the cops are
Oh, that's very smart. That's very smart. They kind of reduce the number of police officers that are chasing them. So in locking them in this whole movie theater, you have more chances to escape actually. Because if the cops are 100 and there's like 10 people that entered here, then there's now 90 more cops outside to get you guys. Smart.
going to be trapped for the next few hours. I subjected them to one of my all-time classics. Me counting to 100,000. 1, 2, 3.
Tormenting.
Nolan, we locked so many cops in the movie theater. Did you make it to the safe house?
Oh, I think we found it. Bro, there's a door. What is this?
Another safe house.
Alright, wait. Okay, so this is weird. Jimmy, I'm locked inside the building, and the door will not open.
You are now locked inside that shed.
This door's locked too. Nice.
And the reason why you're in there is because
You'll have to win a 2v2
And COD Mobile, the sponsor of this video, which, if you do,
you will unlock some very special stuff that will make it very easy for you the rest of this video.
Okay,
Good
Jimmy.
luck, Nolan.
win a COD Mobile.
I get it.
Okay, I need to
D.
hurry.
Right now, I just gotta focus on not getting caught. There's a nice little Feastables cafe. I'm gonna go hide in
The
there.
ad infused is top notch.
Hey, somebody's in that doorway right there. Someone's coming. Someone's coming.
We're gonna enter the front.
Okay, I've got back.
Somebody's here. Somebody's hiding. I've played a lot of Call of Duty in my day, so this should be pretty easy for me. Oh, it's a Call of Duty Ghost map.
Featuring classic multiplayer and battle royale action, Call of Duty Mobile is the ultimate mobile FPS experience.
There's a trap door, but you can see it locked.
This ain't opening. Get out there. I mean, it's like the freest rewards I've ever gotten in my life. Oh, never mind. He got me.
Hop into COD Mobile right after this video, because if you do, you get a
Free Mr. Beast calling card, and you can jump right
right into Season 7, where you can earn free, time-limited COD points just by
But
playing
where
during
is
the
he
COD point
located?
rush
How
event.
is it that nobody knows where Nolan is? Like,
All you have to do is log in and play to earn.
So just scan this QR code or click the link in the description.
To download Call of Duty Mobile today.
Yes! See that? Victory. Thanks to COD Mobile, I can get in here now because the code, it says is 000. I probably should have been able to just guess that. We'll see what's inside. No way.
what's inside? The reek.
I got one. Somebody get on the trap door so we can't get out.
Oh damn! They got him. They got him. They got him. They got him.
No! Stop! You're under arrest! You're under arrest! You're under arrest! You're under arrest!
Oh,
How many of you did
shit.
it take, huh? Is it 100 out there?
200K just
yeah,
like that.
keep-
Gone.
Jimmy, Nolan, Allison, I've officially been caught.
They just arrested Tariq, so I'm going to use it as a diversion while they're celebrating. I'm going to get far away from here.
They're celebrating like some mafians, or how do I say? Like the people, the way police celebrated when they caught Pablo Escobar.
You have for all your prisoners? There it is.
I see you have been caught.
Your cell has your name on it.
No way.
They even have a jail where they arrest them.
Binoculars? What? These are night vision goggles. It's a ghillie suit. I'm gonna blend in anywhere I want to. Okay, what else do we got here? We got smoke grenades. What is this? It's a UAV. You can see exactly where everybody is. Tariq and Darius are in jail. Dude, this is so OP.
There's literally cameras everywhere.
It's a dang ghost town out.
I'm also curious, where did they have this video shot actually? It looks like a very huge estate.
here. Anyone else seeing anything? We'll just have to wait until they slip up.
Alright guys, the sewer system has an underground entrance into the prison. What if we use that to help Darius and Tariq escape?
I'm over it.
Darius, can you reach my hand? Don't go too fast. Don't get caught.
Power friendship.
I'll see you there in 5 minutes.
Wait, he's getting crazy. He's trying to get them to escape.
Possibly are going to do. You'll be set in position to intercept them.
We're gonna search everything again, just in case we missed anything. We'll find them.
Still making my way over to the movie theater.
Yo, this is Nolan. I'm looking at the UAV right now. Jimmy, there are a lot of cops around.
Wait, is that you above me?
Yeah, that's me. Okay, Allison, I don't see any cops by you. Go ahead.
We're on the move.
Where has Allison been? She's been quiet for a long
Jimmy,
time.
there are literally cops right in front of you.
Oh my gosh. Cops. There's literally 2 cops right over there. Okay, I thought it was fully in the clear. I'm not yet. Give me a minute.
Jimmy, you need to hide right now.
I'm just gonna lay right here beside the cars. I gotta turn this light off or they're gonna see me. I gotta turn it off. Okay. I'm hiding in a shadow right now. I gotta turn all lights off, even this camera.
But what happens if they catch him? Does the video end?
Hey guys, come over here.
What happens? What happens if they catch him? That's very close. That. Wait. Really?
I can't believe I just got away. Shout out to Nolan. I was cooked.
That was very close.
To the movie theater.
Allison, where are you at?
I'm behind the movie theater. Jimmy, I see you. I'm behind you.
Oh, there you are. Okay, nice to see you again.
Oh my gosh.
You might be wondering why they haven't found us. Turn the night vision off. This is what they see without a flashlight. So obviously you guys can see everything, but it's really hard with the naked eye right now. All right, Nolan, I'm with Allison. How far out are you?
I have the movie theater in sight. Give me 4 or 5-ish minutes.
Well, how about you get your ish over here right now? Give me
They have
1
everything
second.
figured out.
17,665, 17,665.
Oh my goodness, this video becomes very tormenting. Even for me, I'd never watched it completely. I started it, I never even got to 20 minutes. It was already tormenting to me. Just looking at this boy, just 25, 30,000, bro.
You see this? Doesn't this donut look good? Don't do it. Hey, we didn't talk about this. Now it's on, Nolan. I'm gonna go finish it. Shouldn't have started that. Start tracking what they're wearing.
No one's in a ghillie suit. Hey, all right, listen, we got intel. One of the suspects possibly in a ghillie suit.
What we're about to do is either going to be freaking awesome or the dumbest thing we've ever done, and all 3 of us are going to get caught.
Let's hope it's freaking awesome.
There's a building with an underground tunnel that runs directly to the jail, which also happens to be the police headquarters. And if they spot us, that tunnel is the only way out.
You know, we are literally going into the one place we are trying to avoid right now.
Breaking these guys out of jail might be the dumbest thing I have ever done, but I couldn't let Tariq and Darius go home with nothing for their moms. So I sent my doppelganger to Police HQ with a brilliant plan to distract the cops.
Want some donuts?
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
I got a bunch, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
It's a distraction, though, for sure. He's somewhere.
We need to watch our back.
Yeah.
All right, last chance to chicken out.
No, I'll just stay in the middle. I feel kind of safe right here.
I'll stay at the back.
Why
so I
are they
can run
working
away
together?
faster than
It
you
makes
guys.
it easier for 3 of them to get caught at the same time. They shouldn't be together at this time.
We're about to walk underneath the entire city. I'm gonna show you an uncut shot of how long this tunnel is. Allison, we're there.
We're there.
Well, by there, I mean another giant long tunnel.
Oh, man.
Another time lapse. Come here. We're getting kind of close. Around this corner is the prison. Let's see if there's any cops. What do you see?
Wait, is that a cop or a camera man?
It's only been like, what, 10 hours for you?
If you don't be quiet.
I just heard Darius. I heard Darius. By the way, there's now 2 hours left in the challenge.
We're that close.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching a Prison Break
I don't see any
movie.
cops. Should we go check it out? Yeah, let's go check it out.
It's too risky. Too risky, Nolan.
Let's go.
I wouldn't do that, honestly.
This
Like,
is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
yes, it is. It is the stupidest thing you've ever done with the stone cold police officer standing right beside you.
No, coast is clear.
This might be where I chicken out.
Wait, stop.
Ooh, he heard the noise, He's coming. He's coming.
This is a horrible idea. This is a horrible idea.
Stop! Wait.
I don't think he heard that. You want to say that?
Was that like a distraction? Because there's another police officer standing in front of Tariq and the other guy.
Suspects dropped a smoke bomb. Unsafe to continue pursuit. Suspects still on the run in the tunnels.
We might be trapped.
Of course you're trapped. Why would the three of you even go there in the first place? It was a very bad idea.
Allison! Did we lose her? Oh my god. Why did Allison stop? Not good, not good. We gotta get out of here quick. Because they might be waiting for us. Come on, Nolan. I'm following you. This way. Allison, sacrifice yourself. We gotta get as far away as possible. They're gonna swarm this place.
Units searching south end of the tunnel. Send units to the north end.
Perimeter guys, let's get out on the road now.
One of the suspects in a ghillie suit. There's only one way out of that tunnel.
They literally have all the cops in that place. It was a very bad idea to have the three of them in one place. It makes it easy for the police officers to catch them.
Because I don't want to be seen.
Let's form a skirmish line right here. We're gonna walk towards those buildings.
Nolan, Jimmy, do you copy?
Yeah, Allison, is that you?
Yeah, guys, I found a hole.
Wait, did it catch you?
No, I was hiding and found a hole in the wall.
That's clutch.
Come meet us at the containers. Hurry, the cops are coming.
10-4, I'm halfway there.
We're gonna converge on this last location. Let's execute, let's go.
Switch to night vision, switch to night vision. But I see flashlights.
Lights on all this stuff right here.
This way. Come on, come on.
I think if I was going to look for these people, I'll just focus on the cameraman because it's, when you find the cameraman, you find one of them.
Oh no, I think they're coming. Oh gosh, there's the lights, there's the lights, there's...
Oh, we're gonna circle around here, yeah.
Give them some light in there.
Oh no, I think they're coming.
Oh
gosh.
shit.
Right there, I see eyes. Right there in the trees.
11 hours ago, we set out to
Oh,
pull
damn.
off the impossible.
No.
Even in a city entirely designed to outsmart and outrun 100 cops, this is still proven to be a true test. And now, entering our final minutes.
Guys, they caught me.
All that we have left to do is our last.
I am emotionally involved, Jimmy. How did you do this, bro?
You'll never catch Jimmy.
I feel very bad now. I feel like it's some public. I like all these cartel movies. That's how I feel like. That's what I'm watching right now. Except that it's Jimmy, Mr. Beast.
They're right there. They're right there. I think we should go left. No, they're that way. They're that way.
360 scan right now in case they're moving while they're taking her to Indigo.
Come over here. Come over here. Follow me.
Reset and walk.
Go. Go. Hurry. Keep going.
She's gotta be in a container.
Dude, Jimmy. Dude, we're surrounded. Come on, let's go deeper.
No.
Oh no.
No.
It's a dead end. I made a mistake.
Oh no, no way.
We are surrounded by the cops.
Of course you're surrounded. It was a very bad decision to go into a tunnel where they have two entrance and exit. Like, bro, you're bound to be caught. No!
No. We're so close.
Wait, they still don't have Jimmy.
You got me. Oh my gosh, there are so many cops.
Oh, they
With
caught
an
him
hour and a
finally.
half remaining, they have officially caught all 5 of us and won the $500,000. Congratulations!
With handcuffs in their hands.
Before I go to jail.
Can you do me a favor and pull my book out of that bag?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's just underneath all the money. Yeah,
What is he about to do?
I promise it's in there. There you go. This is The Most Dangerous Games, which is a brand new book that I co-authored with James Patterson. I know
Get
this
out of
might sound
here,
weird 'cause
Jimmy.
a lot of you
Don't-
might not read books,
don't-
but I
don't-
promise, if you
don't-
ever
don't
enjoyed a Mr. Beast
confuse an
video,
advert.
you'll actually really enjoy this book. 100 contestants go through the most dangerous games all around the world with some of the highest stakes to compete for $1 billion and to save humanity. And starting September 1st, if you buy the book and enter, we're
What do you guys think? I think this is one of my favorite Mr. Beast videos ever. I rarely say something like that, but I really like this video. I think it made me feel like I was watching a movie. Yeah, YouTubers are out there now. You know, they're competing with Netflix and co. And we have a long run for our money, for all the Netflix subscriptions, and especially for the fact that this is free. For me to watch a movie like this on Netflix, I have to subscribe for a month, and then Mr. Beast is out here giving us Netflix level videos for free. I'm actually very impressed. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to his channel, of course, or don't subscribe. I need some of his subscribers. Subscribe to my channel. Oh, that video was mad. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Moving on. What else we watch on the internet today? I hope this video is gonna play though. The most dangerous cave in the world, Mosdale Cave.
This might be the most dangerous video I've ever attempted.
Give me a second. I have to show you guys the entrance so that you don't miss out. The most dangerous. No, wait. Give me a second. Are you guys? Can you guys see it? Actually, I just want to be sure before I start that video because I had it on full screen. Okay, yeah, makes sense now. Yes, yes. The most dangerous cave in the world, Mosdale Cave. This video was filmed in experience cover.
This might be the most dangerous video I've ever attempted.
Oh my god, there's no way.
I'm already afraid.
Wildly regarded as one of the most dangerous caves in the world, Mosdale is responsible for the worst recorded caving incident in history.
And then you keep going, white people.
In 1967, 10 young men prepared to venture down into the cave located in the Yorkshire Dales, England, as it was thought to potentially have kilometers of undiscovered, unexplored passages. Mosdale was already known for being extremely dangerous because of unstable rock, ceiling collapses, sections that were almost impossible to navigate in, but most importantly, flooding. The cave was extremely prone to flash floods. This is what the entrance looked like normally, and this is what it looks like under heavy rain. When this happens, any caver inside has a very limited time to escape. But with the group all being experienced cavers and the weather forecast looking good with clear sky, they decided to enter. After several hours, no one knows why, but 4 of the men decided to turn back around, while the remaining 6 continued deeper. Not long after the 4 returned to the surface, they made a horrifying discovery. The weather had suddenly started to turn as a thunderstorm started to rain down. The cave began to flood rapidly. They desperately tried to go back and warn the others, but already the entrance had filled with water. There was no way. All they could do was call for help. What followed was one of the largest cave rescue attempts the world has ever seen. Hundreds of people dug trenches, tried to divert the floodwater, and worked around the clock to get the water levels down.
The chances
while
of survival
the 6
is
young
very
men
small.
remained trapped inside. It took 4 days for the water levels to finally go down and be deemed safe to enter. A team of rescuers entered the cave hoping to find the men alive.
They would already be long gone. 4 days.
Hiding in one of the high-ceiling caverns. But sadly, it was too late, as they discovered the lifeless bodies of all 6 men. It's believed that in under an hour, the whole cave had completely filled with water, and sadly, all 6 young men had drowned. Over the next few days, rescuers attempted to return the bodies of the men to the surface, but it was deemed too dangerous, so they were forced to leave them inside the cave, where they still remain to this day. Because of this tragedy, the cave was then permanently sealed with concrete and would remain that way for many years. That was until a few years ago, when after talks with the families of the victims, access to Mosdale was granted once again. Despite the cave being reopened, however, it's thought only a few people
The cave being reopened doesn't mean you should go there, Magnus, bro.
have been willing to go down inside because of the extreme danger it presents. And also
Who
many
says that? Wanting to go to somewhere because of the extreme danger inside. People are built different.
believing that the cave is haunted, with some claiming to have heard voices echoing in the tunnels. All of this making it too risky for even the most hardcore cavers. So when a caver who was one of only 2 people to have captured footage down there reached out to me wanting to take me down, I didn't exactly jump at the opportunity. But with extensive planning, preparation, and a lot of consideration, me and my cameraman Sam finally decided to go down.
Yo, I feel like cameramen do too much, more than the creator itself. you have to focus on survival and also holding the camera.
So is the entrance there?
No, well, it used to be. It used to be
It
the
used to
entrance. Yeah, it's collapsed. So the new way in's around the corner.
So there were an accident here a few decades ago. Some of the bodies were never recovered because it's so hard to get to the place they were.
Yeah, and it was just wasn't worth everybody else's lives trying to pull them out.
Yeah. The fact that there's still bodies down there is a.
The fact that there's still bodies down there means you should be very wary and choose not to go, because what happens to what happened to the spirits, being scared of spirits trying to keep you back? It's like going to the mortuary. You feel like they want to drag you with them and just go.
Very scary. It is also a reminder of how dangerous this is.
Exactly.
This is by far the most dangerous cave we've ever been to.
Yeah, if there's a thunderstorm, I'd be really worried. You really have to be very careful with this cave, especially this time of year in the summer, because the weather tends to have more thunderstorms.
There are some clouds.
Why would you go if you know there are more chances to have thunderstorms? You choose this time of the year to go when you know your chances of survival is very small.
And it rained a little bit earlier today, but according to the weather forecast, it's not supposed to rain. And this is the memorial of the people that were that passed away. And this cave was closed for decades, right? After
It was.
Accident. I read somewhere that more people have been to outer space than down this cave. Do you think that's true?
Probably, yeah. I mean, if you look online, there's not much footage except from mine and Simon Beck's.
Yeah.
So, and I've only took a
This
few
guy
people
looks
down here
very
in my
weird.
time, so yeah, it doesn't get frequented much. I mean, look, it's quite.
He doesn't look like somebody. This
grown
guy.
around here. You can tell people don't go in there very often.
He doesn't look like somebody who would take this kind of risk, but then he is doing it.
So this is the most scared I've been for a video, I think, ever. Having to rely completely on the weather forecasts.
I get it. Face your fears, but not like this. In this case, back your fears and run home.
The weather forecast is wrong, then this place is going to flood. We're trusting that weather forecast with our lives.
How is the cameraman able to sneak into this? Holding the camera with one hand, using one hand to go in. Or is it? Or okay, yeah. This footage shows that he's wearing a GoPro.
Was to reach four ways, one of the deepest sections of the cave that few people had ever explored. It would take around 7 hours, and it seemed like a logical place to aim for, as it was where the potential for new passages began. But already I was beginning to see how dangerous this cave was.
Right.
I would be so scared because of my long legs.
Way on. See, down there or down there. I think it's because the boulders moved at one. Yeah, that one's right. That's
You know, for me, a situation like this, first thing that comes to my mind is thinking, what if you have creepy mammals like snakes? How do you run from them in a situation like you can't? Just say bye to life.
Loose boulders. Dislodging one and being crushed was a real danger. This is why the entrance of the cave had changed so many times over the years. I had to be careful not only to not get stuck, but also to make sure I didn't touch anything that could cause a collapse.
Of course.
This is so
Everything looks very slippery, which makes it more dangerous.
Careful where you put your legs, don't kick anything on that side. Okay. A little loose on that side. Oh.
I feel like it's the only place where having short legs are very beneficial. Because here, with your long legs, you will just be stuck at some point. And everywhere is just slippery. No matter the kind of shoes you wear, if your shoes are not don't slide down, your hands would actually get wet and slide down.
It's already more extreme than
Yeah, it is. For sure.
Yeah.
So how long would it take for this to, if it started pouring down now, how long would it take for the rain to like reach us, or the
Probably an hour.
Only an hour before this would be flooded.
Yeah, because it's really dry outside.
Get out.
An hour.
Yeah. Having
So
that in the back of your mind that like they could flood, that is what makes it so freaking terrifying. Like I'm not afraid of being stuck in a cave as long as it's dry.
Yeah.
But the wetness is just that freaks me out.
By the way, the thumbnail to this video showed that it was flooded, so I'm really looking forward to it to see. Hopefully, it's just a thumbnail, because that would be very, very scary to see. The fact that we're watching this video is a proof that he survived. I would have questioned if he survived or not. But Magnus, if you know him, he's fond of taking crazy risks like this. This isn't the first time he's done some very crazy thing.
Alex, have you ever caved with anyone where they just like completely panicked?
I've had to drag somebody out who was crying once. I've seen your videos, Magnus, and you wouldn't want to do that. So.
Yeah, I'm usually a very calm guy, but we'll see later on.
Yeah, he's so calm. And he's had experiences from the way they're talking.
Oh, my leg is stuck.
He's been here multiple times with people. So it's a routine for him.
After 30 minutes of extremely tight and delicate squeezes, we finally made it to the first place we could stand up, the boiler room. But even here, you couldn't feel safe.
Right, so here, you'd be all right in most of the time, but you can tell in the most extreme weather events, you're not, because this is a bit of grass, so that tells you that the water's gone on all the way up to here, enough to stick the bit of grass to the roof, so even in this big chamber, you're not safe in the worst of the floods.
It's a scary thought being in here, and then it started filling up with water. That's so like the worst way to die is like out of a nightmare or something.
Yeah, I know. I feel sorry for the 6 people who it did happen to.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would have felt like.
But what is worrying though is that this is the UK. I would trust the weather forecast a little bit more if it was somewhere else.
Yeah, it's very fickle weather. That's why you have to keep checking it again and again.
Actually, the UK has a very shitty weather from what I've heard. My sister lives there. She said so many things about the UK that I keep thinking, really? Is that the UK that I know? Bro, I would not trust the weather forecast people at the UK. If the weather changes every now and then, if in the morning it's cold, in the afternoon it's hot, it's raining later in the evening, bro, you don't trust the weather in a country. Why would this cave even be in the UK in the first place? Just hypothetically speaking.
A couple of days ago, oh, it's fine, and then suddenly it's rain forecast.
Yeah. What I found interesting when we read the story about the people who passed away in this cave is that it was a group of, I think it was 10 or 12, but half of the group decided to turn around because they didn't feel something was off. Yeah. And that like instinct, it's weird how maybe that is something to listen to. Okay, so now it gets wet.
Instincts, bro.
Oh God, dude.
If you feel like this place looks dangerous, just turn back and go home.
No, man. Seriously? Are we going? This is drier than normal.
Yeah.
No.
Is that a sign of danger if it's drier than normal? And you don't even know what's inside the water because it's a very chilly place and snakes live in a chilly place. What was that? The water also looks very dirty, so you can't drink it.
Insane, man.
No. Some people are just built different. I'm not even kidding.
Alex had explained to us that the 6 men who passed in the cave all those years ago were buried in a certain secret chamber known as the Sanctuary, deep within the cave. We all agreed to avoid that part for obvious reasons. However, even after all these years, traces of their presence could still be found.
In the marathon series, a few years ago when I went to Stream End Cave, I found what's left of an Oldham light, and there's only one place that could have come from.
Okay.
And it was just hung on the wall. It was quite spooky, really.
So that's from the people that died then?
Yeah, I can't think where else that would have come from.
Yeah.
It's downstream of where they died, so it would have been washed out at some point.
It's like the atmosphere in here, just like knowing that something so tragic happened in this cave also makes it so much more serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier that there's grading also in caving, right?
Yeah, it's a simple system. It goes from 1 to 5, 1 being the very easiest, 5 being the hardest.
Right, and what is this cave?
This is grade 5. At the very end of the cave where we're going, well, not the very end, but near the end of the cave, it's called False Four Ways.
And how many people do you reckon have been there?
50 have gone in the cave, I'd estimate, and probably 20 there, if that.
I guess you could argue that out of the 20 who's been there, 6 of them died, right?
Yeah, they would have been there, yeah.
So the death rate technically is pretty high in this cave.
I guess if you look at a ratio, yeah, I never thought of it that way.
And then you guys still keep going if it's
Basically,
very
like
high.
30% of the people who've been there have passed.
They kind of keep reminding themselves of the danger that is involved in going there, and they still choose to go. What is the point of reminding yourself of the dangers that are involved and still go ahead to explore? Some things are better read as a book better read as a book, or some things are better read as a news, rather than putting yourself in danger like this, because you're just doing it for views. I understand the let me conquer myself, let me face my fears, but sometimes it's very, very unnecessary, especially for somebody like Magnus, who has done so many crazy things in times past. There is literally no point in going ahead to risk your life like this.
Yeah, it's chesty.
Oh my god, dude. What the hell? No way. Oh my god, dude, no f***ing way.
Just stay calm and move slowly.
Oh my f***ing god.
Oh.
Oh my freaking god. If it starts raining, we're not going to be able to get back from here.
They can't make it back.
Is there an alternative exit if we...
No, we'll just have to wait it out.
Oh my goodness. Where do you wait it out in a cave if it starts raining? That's very risky. Better get out when you can.
It's where it gets deepest, probably up to your neck. But the water's
Oh.
been that bad, I've actually had to hold my breath as well.
Oh, man.
Under for a very short distance.
But it is going to get worse after that again.
Eventually, yeah, when we get to the end of New Record, that's the wettest bit.
They just have to hope that it doesn't rain, because if it rains, it's all like it's gone.
While it was sketchy being this far into Mossdale, I could start to see how intriguing it was. The fact that so much of this cave had unexplored potential and that we were entering passages that potentially no one had ever explored. As intimidating as Mossdale was, not knowing what secrets this cave could hold kept pulling me deeper.
Can you have like crocodiles, pythons, or anacondas in this kind of place?
So this is where, if it started raining, we would wait it out.
Yeah.
But you say that if it rains a lot, then even this place would be flooded completely.
Yeah, we're still below the entrance, so eventually the cave...
The way the guy just says, yeah, like he's smiling and saying some of the most dangerous things the enemy human ever said. He's like, yeah, well, I'll go ahead and just, smile through it, bro.
It fills up.
Yeah.
And therefore the water eventually gets back to here and completely fills it up.
Yeah.
This place is an enigma though. There's a lot more to find in this cave.
Yeah.
I just don't know where to look for this. The resurgence is many kilometers.
He looks like the least person you would expect to take this kind of risk, and it doesn't look like it's a one-time thing for him. He's talking like he's been going here over and over again, and he doesn't look it at all. You just never know in this life. Some people look very, very different from what they actually do in real life.
We also, at the climbing shop, when we got this gear, they said there's a rumor that there's a guy down here who's like digging out new tunnels.
Yeah.
Some guy, weird guy. It's not you, right?
No, I wouldn't call him weird to his face.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately he's not done it for a bit. He was down here 80 odd times now. And yeah, he's been dragging scaffolding bars through here to shore up his dig. So he does it all on his own. He doesn't want any help, he just wants to do it all on his own.
What is he digging? It was very funny. Imagine if it was him.
No, never. Or actually, I'd like to think I would, but I know from There's other caves that it's so much harder than you think. I think that I kind of remember where we went, but I probably didn't.
Have we lost
No.
Sam?
No, I think it's here.
Wait,
Right back there.
where's Sam? The camera guy.
Sam?
There's
Oh.
several ways you can turn back there.
Because that's very scary. Where is Sam?
Sam? Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Excellent.
That's very scary. 1 minute.
There's more grass up in the roof.
1 minute and then boom, you're
Now
lost.
I really started to feel scared. Being this far underground was extremely dangerous, and the infamous knee wrecker crawl lay just ahead, known as the worst part of Mossdale. Over half a kilometer long, it was an extremely tight passage that once you entered there was no way of turning around, with the ending having the tightest underwater squeeze in the whole cave.
This is so scary and claustrophobic.
Oh, this is narrow. So if it starts raining outside right now, we're dead, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's, this whole thing fills with water, and as you can see, it's very low.
Yeah.
So it would make sense to hurry up.
And it's only a matter of 1 hour of pouring rain, and this is gonna flood. That is insane to me that you're willing to take that risk.
The fact that you're still talking
I mean,
is
so
insane to me.
you're
Just
here.
hurry up.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
Just hurry up. If you know your chances of being alive is 1 hour. Looks very scary here. Slippery,
What is
dangerous.
that rumbling sound?
Just me.
Is it just you?
Yeah.
Fuck, it's terrifying. Felt like I heard it like a deep bass rumble sound.
Feels
Because
like
that's
they're in
the
the
last thing
stomach
you
of an
hear.
anaconda.
Okay, like this.
Well, that's lots of people like that, Magnus.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that. This passage seemed to go on forever.
Imagine when your instructor starts telling you it's probably better not to think about dangerous things. It means he's not even sure of the survivor. It means he's not sure of what's in there. So you should be very, very careful what you think about, because the moment you start thinking about creepy things like that, there's a big chance that creepy things will start creeping out. So, bro, like, people are very different. I keep saying it, that God created some people on separate days when he created the rest of the world. Because why would you take such a risk and just consistently repeat it?
We had been crawling now for half an hour and still weren't even halfway. This was by far the most claustrophobic and scared I'd ever felt in a cave. Dragging your body through hundreds of meters of rough rock and water was exhausting. And in this tight passage,
Rough, slippery rock.
nowhere to turn around, rainfall now would mean almost certain death. And I still had the hardest bit to come.
No, Duff, Magnus, how you doing?
I'm doing good, but my knees hurt a lot, and this is sort of scary to be in such a long, narrow tunnel like this.
Yeah.
You feel so trapped.
You can tell me to turn around if you want. That's always up to you.
Turn around?
If you want. If you,
Wait.
We're about halfway down it. How you doing, Sam?
Good.
Okay.
They have to.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. They have to like go back the same way that they came. I thought there was a way out. I thought they're just going forward to like leave from there. So they have to go back to where they came from. My goodness. I can't say if this is a bad idea or a brave idea. Why would you go back to all that danger that we were just contemplating on you being alive for 1 hour if it starts to rain? Bro, this guy is built different. You know when you say somebody is a hybrid human being? He is a hybrid human being.
It's like every part of my body just hurts.
I know, me too.
WC is cameraman as well. He's a hybrid human being as well.
Found this moth which is alive. And it's all flying through my helmet. It's amazing that it can get in this well.
Yeah.
Seems almost like a bad omen.
Yeah.
Why?
That wants like to do with the devil or something, right?
Oh, no, get off my hand, otherwise you'll drown. Get off my hand.
I could feel the fatigue now as the crawl seemed never ending and went on and on. But just as I thought this was the hardest caving I'd ever done, things were about to get even worse.
Oh, dude, man. This is...
Why do I feel like I'm there with them?
Now I'm actually regretting this a bit. Like, honestly. What?
So scary. You just never know what could creep out. A crocodile, a snake, like you just never know. It just looks like you're inside the stomach of an anaconda.
Oh my god, dude.
Bro, with my knees, I would have just given up. I would have just said, adios. And that's the only way, knee level. You can't stand, you can't sit, you have to keep like moving. Bro, how is he holding the camera while doing all of that?
Okay. So this is, I mean, this is the goal. This is, we made it. It's hard, like when you watch a video like this, you can't, it's hard to like describe how far this is really. Like, we're very deep now, a few kilometers in. But yeah, no, I think we should try to rush out before, not spend too much time here in case it starts raining.
I agree.
You can tell how they feel. Like,
even though the original plan was to explore a little further, we decided we had had enough and wanted to get out. And although Alex reassured me everything was okay,
you should have been done that a while ago, Magnus.
as we made our way back, to me it felt like the sound of the water was getting louder and louder, and the water levels were rising. I wasn't sure if it was real or just a cave playing tricks on me. Not wanting to find out, we started to move as quickly as possible.
Yo, having to go back, it's scary as hell. Ah yeah, that's the thumbnail. It's actually real. It's not a clickbait. The thumbnail is actually real. No. Oh, you know how I feel when you don't. When I don't know how to swim, so this kind of feels somehow for me when I'm watching it. What would I do in a situation like this, though?
Oh, I can see light.
Oh, the sea light finally.
Thank you, Thor, for no thunder.
What do you mean, thank you, Thor? Thank you, God.
Oh my gosh, that's the most claustrophobic game I've ever been to.
Wait, Alex is a member of the Upper Offerdale Fell Rescue Association, a volunteer cave rescuer team working to keep cavers safe so that tragedies like what happened at Mossdale never happen again. Yeah, Alex, even though looking weird, is a hero. Great video, scary, intriguing, claustrophobic. For somebody that can't swim, dangerous for me. Somebody that has knee problems, dangerous again. But credits to Magnus for facing your fears. One thing about this kind of videos is that once you start it, you start questioning the creator behind it, and then when you're done, you start realizing how they must have felt in taking up this challenge to face their fears, to do something out of their comfort zone. Even though Magnus didn't need to do that, he's already been doing everything in his life out of his comfort zone. But this was another level of risk. I enjoyed the video, even though I was very scared 90% of the time. Subscribe. Let's go check out something on the internet. Yes, what do you guys say? Have you guys heard the news about Dolly Parton? Porter, yes. Did I say it correctly? I'm a very huge fan. Just because of one song I heard a long time ago, I became a fan of Dolly Parton. She's a legend. She's done very well. I feel like she has a life well lived. May her soul rest in peace. I hope her family will find strength in a difficult time like this to, bear this loss, because you can never be prepared for death. So it's 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 sad to witness this. I really hope our kids, our colleagues will find the energy to, endure and live life in her absence. She's a legend. She was a legend. And the music will continue to live on. I was listening to her song yesterday when I was coming home, and I'm thinking at the gym yesterday as well. I'm like, yo, she was truly special, with her talent. She stayed true to herself. Somebody said she was farming, except that she was farming in music, because I think her dad was a farmer. It was very special to have heard her music when she was alive. When I first heard that song on YouTube, it was a very old clip, like when she said, "Hello, God, are you listening anymore?" Yeah, my voice is not the best, but yeah, I enjoy songs with emotions. I don't just sing them; I enjoy them and sing through. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch one more video and do some. Yeah, let's watch one more video and probably end the stream today. It's been a good day. Started the stream early in the morning. Yeah, let me show you guys what we're about to watch. If you guys can see it, let me know. Let me know. Hello, God. Are you listening anymore? The obsession with acting tough.
Trying to act hard in our current year. Now, in no means am I saying I'm tough, because I'm not. Let's get that out of the way. I'm sweeter than Grandma's cookies. I mean, look at my channel mascot, and plus I'm a YouTuber. Shit is very sweet around here. Now, there really is some people I've seen in my lifetime that really act like they're real demons amongst us when they're not, they're fakes. And even people on the internet as well. Now, we'll start with the term a fake demon. Now, what is a fake demon, you ask? Somebody who actually thinks they do the most demonic shit ever. But in reality, they're charming ultra soft with smooth tear. They'll always try to portray themselves as the scariest dude on the planet, or that you shouldn't mess with.
The psychology behind most tough people, or quote unquote people acting tough, are actually very insecure people. They have something that makes them feel insecure that they have to compensate with acting and looking tough, like kangaroos in Australia.
But yeah, I searched up sweeter than sugar on TikTok, and I was curious to see what came up, and this is
I'm
what
not
I found.
searching that.
I don't care, keep going, be my toy, or I'm doxing you and swatting you. What the hell? Do me a favor, just go in Roblox right now and look down at your shirt. You got a cute little cat on your shirt, and you're saying all this shit. Like, you're not tough, bro, you're just a chud. You're really gonna dox people over Roblox? Yo, you gotta get it together, bro.
Quit shining the light at me.
I'm sorry.
I think the toughest people in the world don't try to act tough. They show you that they are tough. But before you get them to show you that they are tough, you must have tried their patience to an extreme point where they have it here and then they choose to show it to you.
Turn around.
Really?
At first glance, you're walking down the street at night. Some dude that looks like this pulls up on you. You're gonna be shitting yourself. Well, I would at least, because look, man, I'm sweet, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really just prefer it to be peace and tranquility over here. In this situation, I would have ran already, or I would have been like speed walking. But this guy confronted him, and this is what happened. Okay, I'd sound like a top 5 channel.
You want to play this game today? All right, come here.
And now he's done, just like that. He said, "Come here," and instantly folded like a MacBook Air. Dudes are really fake demons. This guy looks so menacing.
Imagine dressing like a demon and then somebody says, "Come here." and then a demon is walking. I would be more afraid of the person calling the demon than the demon itself.
At first, chasing him down, or not chasing him down, but he was like walking in his direction. But that was an instantaneous fold, bro. It wasn't even a second. Next, we gotta talk about the internet thug. This dude really acts like he commits crimes on the daily. But in reality, we all know he's trolling and is only tough when talking behind the screen. They'll really threaten to dox you, beat up your entire...
These are the keyboard warriors that make threats online, and when you meet them in real life, they fall like a piece of wet paper.
Your family bloodline, pretend to be badass and about that life online. But of course, when it comes to real life, they come across somebody on the internet that doesn't play, and they have to go toe-to-toe with them. They just duck, even though they were the person that was like, yo, drop your addy right now, as they're like talking shit to them in the game.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people like this in recent times. They all act tough on social media. They try to frown. They like to look mysterious. But when you meet them in real life, bro, they're literally the opposite of what they portray online.
Crash outs. Sometimes emotions really get the best of us. But here's a reenactment of the fake crash outs. Hypothetical crash out. That's the level of impact their crash out has. Even though they make it the biggest deal in the entire world, they gotta tell the world they're about to crash out. Their favorite phrase is really, on God, I'm about to crash out. Customer service is giving them a hard time. On God, I'm about to crash out. They put dill pickles on their burger. On God, I'm about to crash out. There was a whole meme in 2024 about how people who said that had photos like this in their living room. And look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I probably got some photos like this in my living room. So hey, if you're putting on a front, bro, stay in your lane. There's nothing wrong with being a good kid. You don't have to put on this front of being a menace every second of the day. Although I don't have any examples online, I have some examples from real life. This is not just an online occurrence. In 2022, I encountered my first fake crash out / fake demon. So I was working on the shift at a grocery store. I was tired, it was late, I was ready to go home. Then all of a sudden, this fake Karen crash out comes in and just starts talking crazy.
Actually, people that have shitty crash outs at public places have something shitty going on in their personal lives that they need attention, they need some validation, they need somebody to hear them out. So they kind of find the easiest way to crash out at other people.
To the person at the customer service desk. I feel like they weren't really crashing out, but the crash out was brewing. Like they were beginning the meltdown phase. They were yelling and throwing a temper tantrum. Over the way, one of the cashiers bagged something. That cashier may have been me, because she went right to the customer service desk and just started threatening to fire the lady that was working there. And at first I was worried, like, damn, am I really gonna get this lady fired because I bagged something so shittily? But then she didn't really seem worried. She's like, yo, you're not gonna do shit. You know, although this Karen trope is like ran into the ground at this point, like it's real. I thought this shit was an internet exclusive my whole life. Moral of the story, she didn't do shit, man. She was just going on a temper tantrum for nothing, man. Fake crashing out. Nobody got fired. This was the stupidest shit ever. One time, all right, we were in the middle of the burbs, man. Just
Literally, people, everybody that acts tough always think that they're very authoritarian. They feel very entitled. They feel like everybody's obligated to listen to them. Everybody's supposed to pay attention when they raise their voice and start talking. Everybody's supposed to just listen and just keep quiet and not say anything and feel like their words are the final destination. Shut up.
Great suburban area. Like I said, I'm from the burbs. Shit is hella sweet over here. But I guess someone had this dude over, you know, he had a few drinks. Okay, not a few drinks. But when he went outside, I don't know who he was feeling like, because immediately he just started pointing finger guns at the neighbor's house. They just started going like, bow, bow, bow. Like, are we serious? This dude's really acting like he has sticks. Bro, you have no sticks for nobody. Am I crazy for including this in the video? Like, yo, this
Yeah, you're
dude
crazy for including that, boy. It's funny.
from the suburbs, man. And then a few minutes later, there was a cop car that showed up. I don't think anything happened because, yeah, he was just a drunk idiot. But if somebody was there to press him, he's folding immediately, bro. I could just tell. If a real demon showed up, somebody who really did not mess around, come on, like, he would have folded.
People that don't mess around don't make a noise. They just come, they act, they leave. Boom. Fast, easy, direct. No wasting time like this lazy ass acting tough nuisance.
Was he trying to act tough? I don't know what the goal of that was. Next, we got the when my eyes turn red, run. They really think they're part beast, and they're super dangerous.
Or they're sleepy, just like me. My eyes has been red for the past 1 week, and like, bro, it's just probably because I'm sleepy. I'm having some problems with my health. But yo, it doesn't mean I'm tough.
Internet trope is too funny. They really think they're seeing red, when in reality, bro, they're not gonna do shit. I don't even know how this phrase came to be, but nobody is running. They really think they have a goddamn dark side or something, and they're just stowing it away like an anime villain. Now, I don't think anybody in real life unironically says this shit anymore, because it's just getting made fun of on the internet like crazy. But there were really days I've seen people like see red or like do an anime villain transformation, and that shit would go viral. But if you hear that today, like, you're not taking that shit serious, that you would just think they're sweeter than sugar. It really sounds like a 90s movie trope. It's that corny. Ego lifters. There's nothing wrong with lifting a 12-pound weight if that's all you can do. Everybody's at a different point currently in weightlifting. And if people hate on you for being lower than them in weight...
First of all, lifting heavy weights at the gym does not make you tough. Okay, it's like I look at the people sometimes when I get to the gym, I'm trying to warm up with like 2 kilograms or 3 kilograms to warm up my hands and my elbows and all of that. And people are looking at me like, some people can look at you like, is that all you can carry? No. If I'm carrying a 2 kilograms, 4 kilograms weight bar dumbbell, trying to warm up my muscles, it doesn't mean I'm that lazy. It can also mean that that's what I'm trying to do today to free up my muscles. But some people are at the same time, when they're carrying 12 or 15 kilograms or 20 kilograms, they feel like they're the strongest people in the world. If you see them walking, they're walking like this. If they drop the dumbbell, they make it with a very huge sound. Boom! Everybody turns, looks at them, they just bounce and then they look away. They put their hand. My VPN.